show, let everybody know that we are on. The closing argument is in full swing. I know the months of June and July are fascinating months when you are going to be watching soccer from end to end. Today we saw the performance of the DR Congo versus Great Britain, England. Fascinating show. Talented folks from the Congo. It just happened that they lost 2-1. This is what we are saying in sports when you have the opportunity, the chance to punish your opposition, you do so. If you keep missing chances after chances after chances, chances are you're going to make a mistake and the other guy is going to punish you for it. That's what happened to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Great show. Now I'm watching, as I'm talking to you on my big screen here is Belgium versus the great power of ECOWAS. The great country of Senegal playing Belgium. The French colony versus the Dutch. We are going to be here watching the game, bringing you up to speed. For our folks, please share this show. Why we talk everything Liberia. Let me go on here and share this show. There's a guy by the name of Joma Jala. He always go on my page first. Make sure I share the show. That's what he does. And who are we to say no? He does it every time. He comes in, he says, you're telling us to share the show, but you have not shared your own show on your page. So before Joe Manjala gets to me, let me go and share on my page. And I usually say join the show. Yes, share the show. I've just shared the show, guys. So let's go ahead and get rolling. So just in case Joe Manjala goes on my page, he will see that I have also shared my own show. And in the 52nd minute of the second half, Senegal just scored her second goal. Senegal 2, Belgium 0. This is what I'm talking about. When you have the opportunity and your defender makes a mistake, you make them pay. Senegal just did that. We still got a lot of ways to go, but Senegal is doing all she can to bring pride to the great nation of Senegal and the people of Africa. If they beat Belgium, I cannot say it's a smooth sailing, but they will be playing either Canada or Herzegovina. So, for now, I say Senegal looks good. I can tell you Sylvester Pee Wee can breathe a little bit now because when it was 1-0, he was holding his breath. But now we got his second goal to at least have breathing room. Now he's all over the place. Yes. So we got our fingers crossed. We knew the African Cup of Nations champions. Senegal is the dark horse. They have the quality of players, they have the discipline, they have the experience, they have been here before. So we expect that they will do well. They started in a knockout round, they were kind of shaky. But it doesn't matter, they made it through. So guys, let's get ready to rumble. Abubakar Sharif, I'm falling for Clara Town. Excellent. Clara Town. The great town, Clara Town. Guys, take your time, watch the game. We got ways to go. This is African pride. But I also love to watch the game. But because I have made a commitment to you that at 9 p.m. or 5 o'clock on the East Coast, we will be here. That's why we're here. Go do what you have to do. Watch the game. You got about maybe 40 more minutes in the game. And we will discuss. But we have a lot going on in the Republic of Liberia. We will be discussing. We will begin the show with Senator Koga accuses VP office. Senator Koga. Senator Koga is going hard. He has accused the VP's office of orchestrating online attacks against him. You know, the Unity Party got their cyber defense forces, they call them. Their job is to throw everybody. If you are talking anything against any of their folks, they will follow you everywhere you go, and they will just come on your thread and say everything they can say and talk a lot of garbage and junk because they are paid agents. But let me welcome you. I am Jerome Gayman, and I'm tuning in live from the great state of Florida, Sunshine State. We just heard that LeBron James has left the Los Angeles Lakers. He's a free agent. So all the big markets, they are hunting LeBron James. You know, LeBron James was in Florida playing for the Miami Heat. He brought us 2 championships. He went to the championship 4 times. He brought 2, 50-50. He would love to return to Miami. We would love to have him back here. Some people say he's going to Golden State. We would love to have LeBron James in Miami. We love him here. We will accept him. We pay anything to bring him to Miami. You know, Miami is the home of all the big folks. We got Messi over here, even though Messi is a cheater. The white folks protect him. He play fire. He fake. He flops. He cry like a baby. He play handball. They don't even call it. He break people for. They don't even call it. Even the president of FIFA was out there cheering him. Oh, yeah. That's soccer for you, the politics. And then you got another flip-flopper in the name of Ronaldo, my own man. I love Ronaldo. He flops too much with his long neck. Let me send this photo to Mayan, the great Mayan. Mayan, please post this photo I just sent you. Let all the Barca fans, Maya, I just sent you a photo of beautiful golden boots. Show this photo so Sally can see. Joe looks like a fan of Messi. Because when I mention Messi, his whole face changed, his whole countenance changed. Maya, take your time, but I would like to see that photo. So all the Messi fans out there, and my brother in Buchanan, you say anything bad about Messi, anything, he will swear you. Josiah Given, you are the vice president of Grand Bassa University. I appreciate you, but you are a fanatic when it comes to Messi. You will leave your food, you will leave your everything when Messi is playing. Ah, there you go. Look at that. Hey, Sally, look at that. Look at that. Hey, how you like that? FIFA World Cup Best Player 2026. Look at your man, Messi. You see how Messi like to step behind people's foot. You see it, and they don't say anything. I love that photo. Sally, you can download our photo and keep it. That's the golden boots. You can step on people when you're Messi and they don't do anything. You can slap people, they won't do anything. You can hit the ball with your hand like this. You can hit a ball. When you're Messi, that's not hand, even in the penalty box. But when you breathe on Messi, they will call foul. Or your Barca fan, we all watching the game. I understand. You can spy, Sally. You can spy. You can watch the score. It's 2-0. Pee-wee, take your time. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna enjoy. I see your heart was pounding there for a while, but let me work on Pee-wee. Pee-wee, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yes, the first game today, I was a little down.
Man. Yeah,
the Congolese didn't manage the game well, and whenever they didn't, if they had the opportunity to put the game to bed, and I think the Senegalese trying to do that. I'm hopeful that they will score the third goal, then they will just put the game to bed. But contrary to what you just said, I think Messi, in terms of fair play issue, he's one of those very disciplined footballer. He's just an extraordinary footballer, probably the best football player ever the world will see.
I don't think so.
For now, we thought we were going to be Pelé, but now he is. No one have done what he's done.
No. I agree with you. No one ever stepped on somebody like that and let him go free. So you're right.
No one have done. The man took the Ballon d'Or. I think 8 times, if I'm not mistaken. 8.
He can take
Nobody has done that.
He can take a 10.
Nobody whatsoever.
He can take a 10. He's been protected. He's been protected by the league.
He played unimaginable football, and the rest of that. I would hope probably we will see it the next time. But we thought when Pelé left, people were always saying he was the king. He was the king. People thought we are king. We hadn't played the game. They didn't come close to that. They really played the game. They didn't come. Even the monk from Brazil, all those guys came. Ronaldinho then came to play, but Messi came. He just changed the face of football. Yeah. The last time the commentator can call him a small man.
Yeah, he's very small. I mean, he's here with us in Miami. He plays here. He's a very small guy. I mean, close to the ground.
Yeah, small man, but the guy is dangerous on the football field. Look, that brought him in. That kick. Listen, I don't see. I agree. I don't know if you're Ronaldo man, because Ronaldo man did not let Messi.
Yeah, I'm a Ronaldo man, but Ronaldo let him flap too much too. Every time he let. I don't know, with that kind of skill, why you keep flapping? They didn't even tell you just looking for penalty all over the place.
For him, it's a natural thing for him.
Jeez.
Ronaldo everybody that follow football closely, some of them have already been following him and the rest of that. You follow, even he received in his career, he received more than 30 yellow cards for doing those things.
For
In
flipping,
his career.
for
Yes.
flapping.
Yes, in his career. Nobody would do those things. He dive and referee and
Yes.
he don't play with some ref. I said when you're in the English league. No, Anthony Taylor will get you yellow card for that. These are up to date referee, right? They understand the game. They know when a player is trying to.
They're doing very well with the calling. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the World Cup is actually going well. And if England does not qualify for the World Cup, Anthony Taylor and the other guy, there are two English referees we have. One of them may officiate the competition. One of them will officiate the final if England does not qualify for the final.
Of course.
One of those English referees, Anthony Taylor and Marco Oliver. What the other name? There are two.
Marco Oliver.
Yeah, Marco Oliver. I know I got it right. Those two referees we have, they are also here in part of the World Cup. One of them will officiate the final if England does not qualify for. The only thing that will stop any of them from officiating the finals would be if England is in the final. But if England does not qualify, even the semi-final, if England does not qualify for one of them, I will see them do that. These are the two best referees in the world. Two best referees now currently we have in the world. Yeah. Particularly the Anthony Taylor guy. Oh yeah, they're good. They don't take nonsense. He used to be that paper with the, but I think he retired now, right? He's an analyst now. The paper is like God is Sabu. Not nonsense for me.
Okay.
I think he's an Italian or whoever, but you're also very good. But beyond that, I think is good. But I will hope Senegal. But right after here, I don't know how the show will be today because the USA game we have to post on. It's gonna be. I think it's an hour.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna do the best. We're gonna cut this short because we gotta watch that game.
Yeah, we gotta see that game. Play some time. Then tomorrow we'll organize this thing.
Yeah, we're organized. Guys, listen. This is what
Mr. Gimme, if I may, I know we allow us to discuss that before we move on. The appearance of we saw the disappointing appearance of the police chief today.
I don't know what is going on with that.
So that appearance of the police chief today, it pushing a lot of things up in the country, and there are certain videos actually about the whole thing that's been happening as the way the DA, you talk about the woman situation, they searched the king. I think for whom we need to show some of that. I think if Maya don't have it, Maya will have to send it so you can show some of these. We have to because people would think that we will sleep on these things and the brother will say after 2 weeks. We're not going to. The police chief of the Republic of Liberia is saying people that do kind of big money jobs, dirty men, people with dirty clothes don't do that kind of thing. I mean, imagine. He said that kind of man that they call him, that kind of man can be. Do you know the kind of people drugs law would use to convey their things? A security man at that level does not know that. He should not be police chief of the Republic. And the people were agreeing. He started insulting one of the senators and other things. And they sat there, they allowed that to happen.
Yeah, he called their names.
They sat there, they allowed that. You see, and that's my disappointment in the legislature of Liberia. Because the other guys come on, then they go and get them money. I cannot be part of that August institution. You disrespect. We will ask you out who you contain and send the fully health of you to jail. Because you're the police chief, or we stop giving support to that. If you tell the person if they made the police chief will not do no support going about the Ministry of Justice. Period. Well, I mean, it just a hard time. I think we have to just do some of this because they have to come out and stop black and pushing other people to this thing. And we should begin the process of saying who is actually behind this thing so we know. And let go other private people and they move on with their business and other things and start having. Because I'm known now for a fact that security apparatus in the country, they got their hands in the cookie jar.
Of course.
And that's why they are protecting this Marco Brown guy. Because the issue about Marco Brown cannot be imagine the mayor is in court, the mayor has got another just case in Kakata. Then they are saying to us, the police they are saying to us that the court put the man on bail. The case is not bailable. Why would you put somebody on bail when the case is not when the drug is not bailable? So there's some issue going on unfolding deeply here, and it's quite unfortunate.
Look, Let me welcome Joe K, JKS.
Yes,
I know
sir.
you watch. I know you watching the game. Been a while since we see you. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Good to be here. Let me say thank Mr. Pee Wee.
Thank you, Chief. Welcome.
We have journalist Albert Pema Willie. He's a Radio Bowman Communications Incorporated 95.6 FM. Management want to have a partnership with your team to relay the show and in Fuema District. Okay. Man, we are having all these proposals. That's very good. Our friends and brother from Beaumont Communication. That's very good. I'm going to reach out to you. Let me take down your number and let me just take the photograph of this. Let me take the photo here, and we will reach out to our friends and brothers in Bon. I like to come to Bon County. You got beautiful ladies over there, and I heard they cook real well too. So if you got beautiful women in Bon Mines, journalist Willie, Albert Payment Willie, we may be coming there, but if you got some ugly girls that we're not coming, I'm telling you right now. So go and sue me. But yes, we need, you see all the young men, we got Maya, is a good looking man, Willie Joseph here, all the great looking guys, they don't want to be around no ugly person. So you better have some beautiful folks over there when we come. Yes, 95.6 FM, that is in the town called Fuema District, Bon County. Thank you very much for tuning in, share the show, guys. Listen, we got a lot to talk about, but we also want you to take some time out to have some fun with this World Cup. It's once in every 4 years. When it comes around, you have to enjoy it, especially with all of our African teams doing so well, even in defeat. So we will give you time to go ahead if our brothers and sisters, our partners at Freedom FM, if they are here, we'll like them to start taking their call. We'll talk briefly about some of the stuff so we can allow you to go and watch your game. Boyma Abraham Quay, I am following from Tusafield, Grassfield community. Thank you very much for tuning in. We got Terry Cunnan, we got Melvin Flomo, we got everybody following. Journalist Albert Pittman, we have beautiful and he said you got some beautiful and respectable women up there too. Okay, that's good. So Willie, you are on board. Once you got beautiful folks over there, we are on board. Yes, guys, we're going to be having a lot to talk about. Do we really have law and order in Liberia? How is the society formulated? One of the things that we want to talk about is how come when someone says something about somebody or disrespect member of the legislature, especially the House, they will call you in, they will investigate you, and they will tell you, you are suspended or they begin the process of being expelled. But all of a sudden, the deputy speaker of the House, Thomas Fowler, insulted the speaker of the House. With no investigation, the speaker came out and said, listen, this thing is over with. We don't need any investigation. With the power vested in me, this is done. Thomas Fowler did nothing wrong. He's my boy. We are friends. This is over with. People are now asking, can Pee Wee, if you are a member of the House, can he say something of that nature and you say it's over with? When you are making other folks to apologize, write a letter of apology, go on the air and retract. In fact, in some cases, they say you need to appear on the radio 4 times. You need to publish in 4 newspapers, 4 different days. Then you come back. Today, the speaker say, whether the man cost my mouth, he ain't cost my mouth. To me, it's over. We don't have anything against Thomas Fowler. He doesn't have to do anything. As my brother, it's over with. Do we apply in Liberia? How come? Somebody say the same thing. Somebody does the same thing. In 5 words, some people go to jail. Some people are expelled from the house. Some people are admonished, and then some people just walk away. How? Let me go to Joe. Joseph, this is baffling. You are on the ground. What people are saying about the Thomas Fowler Cone thing on the ground.
Yeah, so yesterday we saw a real scene that was there are a lot of people who have said the gabble of Speaker Kun has now turned to apologies battleground. And so right after that, when the motion was raised by the representative of Grand Judah County, Representative Jacob DB, when the session ended, we saw the speaker leaving and going to the vice president. And there were a lot of conversation at the grounds of the Capitol, especially being the relationship between the current deputy speaker and the
Somebody's outside. We're hearing a lot of echo.
president. Both of them has come a long way. One of them was chair, and
I think you need to go. You need to go out and come back in.
the echo for me.
No, you are freezing. So I said go out and come back in.
Okay, all right.
So Pee Wee, just in case Freedom FM come, we want people to have something to talk about real quick. This thing between Fowler and the speaker. Speaker did not he didn't even entertain an investigation or citing or someone. He just said it's over with. Nothing between me and the man. And people are saying, but this is not the procedure. This is not how it is done. Is Thomas Fowler that powerful that everybody is afraid of him, even the speaker? You are muted.
I don't think the speaker is afraid of him. Yes, why? I think he's reached out quickly to apologize to the speaker. He placed on call, and he believes sincerely that he is powerful there. Quite frankly, he is a very influential person in that August body. But the problem is that an attempt for him to go, because the fact that one of the representatives complained here on the floor that he should be investigated, he took that, he didn't take it lightly. So he moved to extend olive branch quickly and saying that, oh, Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry about what I did and the rest of that. And I'm told from the inside source that the speaker is not happy about the statement, but they will find other means to deal with the situation, but they didn't want to see the whole situation in the way that it will be seems that they are crashes with some situation. But the speaker is deeply disappointed, but he have gone quickly to extend some apology to the speaker, and so they will have this. So yeah, he personally called the speaker, apologized, and by that Facebook publication also about to do it openly, saying that he retract the statement and the rest of that. But I think the words are already out there, and it's going to cause some level of problem between he and the speaker and other. But he is powerful. But you know, one man, he doesn't have. He don't have money like Musk to say he can do any other thing. And the money is getting some limits, if you will. And with the current finance minister on the ground, I think he's making things difficult for them in the way they got the money loosely in the past time. So yeah, but there are other ways that he still getting some money because they got a lot of other things in the country. They use those things. It's part of the reason most of those concessions institution company in the country are not adhering to that contractual agreement of the government of Liberia, because most of our lawmakers got their trucks, their machines, yellow machines, have moving equipments that been rented by these companies, and how most of them got some resources from outside. Some of these things, I think they're getting around 500 or 500 a day, imagine. So, and most of them there, they will have most of the trucks will come in. Some of them will bring in 50, 60 trucks, and with all these things unfolding. So he's trying to do that to protect quickly and move on. But he will have to be extremely mindful. I'm sure what I'm saying to you. I understand what Liberian politics is and the rest of that. He chose job as the finance minister currently. I don't know if he doesn't know that the finance minister himself love to go. He will go guata. You don't temper with Gaff and you think you go unpunished. And Gaff is not only an intellectual, a giant, but he's an extremely smart strategy himself, and you don't want to go after him. Gaff, only problem there is sometimes his base he don't reach up, but he's strategic to attack Gaff as the finance minister, and I'm told Gaff is causing some trouble for them. That's the reason why he's trying to attack. And the way he is trying to go for the finance minister, I think that is sanctioned and acquiesced also by the vice president. That's their camp, right? Other than in the same area there. So they will say that the man trying to keep the money. Now he's not sparing the money. And that's the normal way they got the money. The vice president to be co-chair of the Ways Management Finance thing, that's how they got the money. That's how they got money in the country. Just use those committees and they pump money in places to go and get the money and put it in their personal account. And that's how they personally got the way they move on things. So probably if you see him attacking, and now the intent is he actually want to be the speaker. So that's why he got brave to attack this. He want to be the speaker. So he believed that doing these things and he'll carry away. And again, sometimes if you're lacking the experience and that's the part of the reason sometimes if you run far ahead of your level of skills and the rest of that, you put yourself. I wouldn't have been the one to attack the speaker even if I knew he was not savvy or he was not administratively up to the task or intellectually up to the task. It's something that I disagree with him. The speaker is an extremely smart person. When we were at the University of Liberia, we normally refer to him as a Captain Coon, a very smart man. It just come and say he's not smart, and so I thought he was trying to hit. It's the beginning of taking the fight to the speaker, but he started it the wrong way. Now he had to come back again, retract the statement, apologize, and all those things. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's off the hook.
But don't you think maybe Fala is poking the bear, trying to start a fight somewhere, be ugly to the president and say, listen, we can't have this going on. Cohen just leave and let his man take over. Or the speaker could be book smart, but not street smart.
Absolutely.
You see, Dilla may not have the book smart, but the guy, when you talk about being street smart, he's a snake. Let me work on Joseph. Welcome back. How's your background?
Yeah. So as I was saying, so we had a scene yesterday at the grounds of the Capitol. We saw the speaker heading. There were a lot of conversation at the back, and bear in mind that the current vice president and the deputy speaker Tomo Farah have had a long-standing relationship, and there are a lot of people within the Unity Party. Yesterday, a segment from the Unity Party wanted to have a real demanding press conference on the vice president. We had a little hot there by the party chairman Luther Tappet, tried to pour hot to it, and because there were conversation behind the scene. There are a lot of people who see, Tomo Farah not to be, supporting the president from his heart. There are a lot of people who feel that Farah have been planted within the Unity Party, building that correlation with the vice president, going against the current finance minister, Augustin Kafwan. So there are a lot of people from the Unity Party who are not satisfied with the recent statement that Farah made against the speaker and the minister of finance. So there are a lot of people who feel that, okay, Farah is building this alignment with the vice president. They are opting for 2035 election where Farah will have this huge support from the vice president. The vice president will get the support from Farah, and they will campaign after the current president Baka left the scene. but there are still dissatisfaction from the United partisan, and we hope to see, within the coming days, what will be the response, from these partisans.
Excellent, guys. Listen, we are on the closing argument, and for those of you who have taken your time off from your game to come and listen to us, because this is a great game between Senegal and Belgium. And if this thing continues with about 12 more minutes, Africa will have sent a representative to the great group of 16, we call it here the Sweet 16. And if Senegal met Canada or Bosnia, I can tell you for free, there you go, I can tell you for free that they are going through. I can tell you free, they are going through. Anybody who wins this game is going to win the next one. The Canada cannot beat these guys. Bosnia cannot beat either one of these teams. So I am telling you, the winner of this game is going to the quarterfinal. No ifs or ands about that. So let me welcome Degar Godwin Sese. I'm watching you, okay? I don't know where you're watching from. Henry Toe Jr., good evening. I am following you up, guys, from a resident of Upper Caldwell. Okay, Upper Caldwell, that's Pee Wee's hometown. That's my hometown as well. James Burrow. Any apology after the truth is witless. Aha, you can cuss the man and say, I'm sorry. Let's go T-Speak. Oh, you see T5? This woman here, she like to push her fire. That's what she's doing. She like to push her fire. Then we got Breezy D Boss. Say, good evening, guys. I'm following from Chocolate City. Okay, Chocolate City. Daniel D. Sheriff says, journalist Daniel D. Sheriff, Lofa County correspondent. There you go. This is our homeboy. TCA, I am following live from Benjamin City, Lofa County, at the compound. There you go. Thank you so kindly. James Colley Galapai, that's my adopted son from Lofa County, Salaye. Yep, he's from Salaye. Senegal, Belgium, just go. There we go. We have this old man they call Lukaku. Lukaku is a dangerous man, always coming, and he is that good of a player. When he's in, you can rest assured he's going to have something to say. So, it's game on. We got 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes to go. If we can hold on. But this guy they call Lukaku is no joke. There we go. We say, James Galakba, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope your farm is doing well. When I'm back in Liberia, I will have to come back and look at your farm in Lofa. It's also, let me work on the Chief Tomlin George. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm praying for Senegal to go through, but Lukaku.
Senegal already finished winning, so there's no need.
Okay, I trust you.
That DRC Sportman did today. They were
yes. Yes.
The goalkeeper making all the good saves and doing everything to save them. And they allowed that guy, they call King, to go and score 2 goals.
Oh, come on.
But Senegal may do it to again.
Why?
That Lukaku.
They score 1 goal, that 2-1.
That 2-1?
Yeah. Lukaku came in and scored.
When I saw, but in the 4 more minutes.
They get that 2-1 now. That 2-1.
Yes, 2-1.
Yeah, but the problem there is we got 3 more minutes for normal time or 2 minutes for normal time. And they may likely get between 6 to 8 minutes extra time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's my fear.
Wow.
And the pressure coming on them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, the game is on.
And When the minute equalize, trust me, they will beat Senegal.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man. You don't come on there, man. DRC come on there already. Come on there again. Damn
The
it.
minute equalize.
No, we're not.
Salah.
The minute equalize.
Salah.
The minute equalize.
Oh,
When?
They equalize.
The minute equalize. 2-2.
They equalize.
Oh,
There is a score. Yeah, they equalize. A Euro-talisman.
Oh, no.
I always said the African teams are very disappointing.
Thank you.
Listen, with 10 minutes left in the game,
Yeah, Euro-talisman playing for Villa, Aston Villa in the Premier League.
yeah. With 10 minutes left in the game, you can't. I mean, your defense can't.
Goalkeeper himself going for the kind of ball. You go for a ball like that, the man going to go. You go for a ball, you go with the ball. They're gonna we punch when the man comes to the ball. I hate to see disappointing team, man. I hate to see it. Go for a ball, you missing. Go to punch ball, you missing the ball. You the goalkeeper, you got the leverage. Go for the ball and all. Go for it.
But nobody marked the man. Look, somebody left this man open. The goalkeeper should have gone with two hands.
This is terrible. The other defeat will be very painful. They will beat them.
This is what we are talking about. The game is a 90-minute game. You can't play 89 and relax. You cannot play 89 and relax. You have to play the entire 90 minutes game. You have now they got the momentum. If they go into overtime, they will lose. You see what the coach is saying? They stay focused. Use your mind. Stay focused. Now the momentum, Lukaku came in and changed the game. There you go. They gave him a yellow card. The coach, for interference. That's correct.
The coach is on the side to coach you guys, but the player, experienced football player on the field. You need to put 2-0, 10 minutes to the game time. You can strategize to play. Even the coach not getting that instruction.
One of the oldest teams in the league, that's Belgium. And we got all these experienced young guys on our team. They allow these guys to do this. It is serious.
7 minutes they give them.
Yeah, just what you say, is it 7 or 8 minutes?
Yeah, because it's on the give. Yeah,
well, guys, we got our fingers crossed. Mr. Galakman, when I come to Liberia, hopefully I can go to Lofa. I've never been to Lofa, you know. Never been to Lofa County, and I will have to go and see Lofa. I don't know what Lofa look like, but we have Melvin Flomo, we got Terry Conan, Bama Abraham Quay, I'm following you to Saffield. Yeah, we read, you read your comment. God, keep your comments coming. We are watching the game here with you. Let's keep praying for our boys. The Lions. You see the Lukaku man?
Yeah. Maya, you got those things? Maya, you there?
Maya sitting in the edge of the seat like you and myself sitting here. But yes, Pee-wee, the last time.
I'm here.
Yeah, If you want
me to play now?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I don't want them to get issue on me because I get all my evidence where I work with them, and I mean getting all the evidence, so they want issue on me a lie. Before they issue, let me start to eat my show first. Before they pass around all the big newspaper, your trust to be there. I will bring a screenshot where I mean saying everything to you. Nobody will issue on me. Nobody will issue on the Liberia Bigger Chiebule Men Association chairman. You will not issue on me. The Liberia Bigger Chiebule Men Association chairman. Razzle dazzle code. Nobody will issue. So we are going to be discussing 4 different topics. One has to do with one of the cardinal issue. The 19 million job loss in a country. And I was telling them, they were all logging me, they were all logging my investigation. Now, is my investigation, all the people, newspaper in Liberia now running with. Yes. My investigation, I just click here. The wealth of Marco Brown. Marco U.S. Brown. Marco U.S. Brown name was never mentioned among the people that they took as suspect. Marcus U.S. Brown. I know him. We are friends. We grew up together. That doesn't mean I'm going to use my platform to defend his wrongdoing. No. That doesn't mean I should use my platform to support his daily behavior. No. I will give you play-by-play description. Why the people are working in government, the Margot King and Joy King, you see today, that they can't arrest to put them in South Beach. Margot King and his brother, the two King, they know nothing about the drugs business. They were only doing their business when it comes to the cargo company. Margot King and George and Jamel King. I repeat, this is one of the reasons up to now they have yet to jail Margot King and Jamel King because under the Labrador Penal law, drugs suspect is non-bailable. If you are suspect, is non-bailable. You will be in jail for the court. You will be there until if you are suspect, is non-bailable. You will be in jail for the court. You will be there until if you are suspect, is non-bailable. You will be.
What's wrong with the video? Okay, guys, this is what we are talking about. Someone with credible information, according to them, and for whatever it is worth, it makes sense because if you say someone is a suspect and you have the evidence, why they have not even been elevated from people or person of interest to suspect? None. So this is what he is talking about, and we are hoping that sooner than later we are going to see and hear the names of those who are, during the old days, during the Elliot Johnson Sirleaf time, when the Global Witness came, they have Big Boy 1 and Big Boy 2. Joseph Boyka was vice president at the time. Now, Joseph Boyka 2.0, we got Big Boy 1, Big Boy 2, Big Boy 3, Big Boy 4, Big Boy 5, Big Boy 6. Who are these 6 big fishes that have no name? So all the fish in the ocean, the scientists have named them. Only these 6 right here. No scientists know their name. No government know their names. They are being protected. But like we promise you, we are never going to allow this thing to die down. We are not going to allow anybody to be railroaded. We are not going to allow anyone to come here and put a hood over our faces. This thing is not dying down. We are going to talk about it until the right thing is done. We are not going to stop talking about this drug thing because it is imperative. It is important. It is mandatory. We owe it to the public. A drug deal of this magnitude cannot be swept under the carpet. And we are not pretending. We are serious about it. We will talk about it. We will keep talking about it until the right thing is done. Yesterday, that disgraceful thing that happened with that lady, with the DEA saying they went to do a drug bust. Deliberately film a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter. We are not going to stop talking. There are a segment of Liberian society that believe they are above the law. If you saw or if you listened to the IG, how he spoke to the lawmakers, the Senate. Let me welcome Honorable Nambe. Nambe, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Gibbon. Hello to all. It's good to be back.
Let me welcome the U.S. soccer captain, Dr. Peabody. We were all doing well here. We thought Senegal had this thing all covered. And then,
but better than 1 point bad luck on the people. You see the African team there's a score for an Allen will beat again.
yeah.
They can rap their poor vest, man. On a serious note.
Yeah, they gotta put them
Man, like they always do it. Every World Cup, how you see them behaving. I mean,
They start strong and then they lose momentum. Yeah.
But
Mr. And they are all human beings. All other men, they see blood running their veins. Men can protect themselves. Anytime they will blunder. Why you leave 10 minutes of game time? You leave a pressure game that you break it so then you let it. You got that. I pray this thing. If I had a means not to fast, I won't pray that Belgium beat them.
Stop it, man. Hey, man.
No, on a serious note.
The USA is coming. The USA is coming to redeem a lot of defeated teams today.
Maybe I'm just saying that, but it's not that I'm praying, but Belgium they beat them.
In the extra time, I think the momentum is with Belgium.
Yeah, the momentum with Belgium. And football, the pressure can be on them.
But who's leading now?
It's 2-2.
Oh no, we'll beat them on penalty, man. We'll beat them on penalty. We'll beat them.
Yeah, but look, we led for 83 minutes. And then
football, what do you think the other people are doing? The mounting pressure to score. So you leading doesn't mean that other people are not scoring. People got a trick. They should have gone in the defense and just play from that defense. They have Ghana Day England and do it the right way. That's all. You know?
Joe, this is what we are talking about when we're coaching the little kids. We tell them if it's 45 minutes, you're going to play the entire 45 minutes. You can't play 43 minutes and get back, sit back, and no, the game is not over until the whistle is blown. That means you will play until the game ends. That's what these folks are doing. They play from the beginning to the end. They don't let up. What are you hearing on the ground, Joe? Talk to us. I know the soccer. We are all fanatics today. Joe, there you go, Joe. What are you hearing in Liberia, man? Talk to us. Africa is on the page. I think he's having problem with his. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of disappointment from football fans. We saw it for DR
You're cracking up, man.
Congo.
Yeah.
Your internet. You need to contact the Republican Party to get you on the Skyline.
Yeah, man.
That 1-0, one of the
those Democrats they can't give you nothing. They just put them off. Those social, are they called Democrat socialists?
Is the guy from Freedom in the back? He want us to bring it on, or they already got it going? Oh yeah, okay.
Maya, you there? We can complete it on the other side of it. Maya, are you there?
The money after Margot U.S. Brown called king. After Margot U.S. Brown called king. For king. So that they can get the money to king. For them to pay for the consignment. King said no. Any shipment, the money can be paid in a bank. Let me show you who went to pay the money in a bank. Top notch. You will see the bank CCTV camera. We went to it with tracing, we grabbing that here. Emmanuel Pan on the CV. That Emmanuel Pan in the bank on the line. This was the guy. That Emmanuel Pan who went to deposit the money for that drugs consignment to pay to the cargo agency, Emmanuel Brown. This is Emmanuel Brown. Let me say Emmanuel Pan. KPAH. Pan. I'm gonna say Brown. KPAH. He deposited the money in UBA Bank. If you don't know the meaning of UBA, United Bank for Africa. Yes. United Bank for Africa, UBA. This guy went and paid the money in UBA. Now, everything that you see going on the airport, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, in his own space that he took in government, that he should have full authority. One, the airport, the seaport. Joseph Emile Jeremiah Banku, you see, there's a department to the airport, FIR, that he the one can carry people there. Security on the airport, that he the one can carry people there. Yeah. Now the king brother from Abel. This, how they call it, Jeremiah Kume. He pulled the man, what a minute. Ego Mark Kuya. Ego Mark Kuya is the deputy for operation at the Rabat International Airport. The deputy managing director for operation. What? The deputy managing director for operation at the Rabat International Airport. Kuya, he the one can get the instruction. If you hear say the bee hen, the bee fish at the airport, who can get the instruction that they consignment must go with VIP escort. Now, let me show you another picture where I will tell you say top notch. This is a Ghana. Anthony Denuga. This is Anthony Denuga and this is a Ghana. Anthony Denuga. This is Anthony Denuga and
Go ahead.
Well, there's something wrong with his feed again. Anthony Deyuga, you are on. you are, Anthony Deyuga, you are trending. You are on the closing argument. Chief, I like your background today. Tourmaline, the background is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, the background is really cool. It looks like a real CEO. That's you. But guys, these are the things we are talking about. If our colleagues and our partners of Freedom FM.
I think that one. I think what the time he was in the bank, the Emmanuel guy. I think that's the clip that he was in the bank and the rest of that. So one would know that. I mean, and if you match that, Mr. Gamer, quickly with what the police chief appeared today, and then when they asked in certain area, he said even people like that cannot be. So they're trying. You see, the problem there is now if the president was actually serious to get to the bottom of this.
Let's listen to the police chief.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It's so inconvenient. They respond. You don't just be. Already I've been losing. You're telling me I've been losing. When I go to them, did you hear it? See when they say I'm speaking loose. I mean, we're often. They say I'm speaking loosely. Police just got. Now what you say? Thank you very much. Our distinguished chairman of national security affairs and telegram. I want to say thank you for the fast act. Our first question on Diego. I don't know how many.
Senator, thank you for the question. In the spirit of the Security Council, I don't recommend it. But I believe I will recommend it than histories in the law enforcement.
Are you taking pay as GA acting director?
No, sir.
You said?
No, sir.
You serve in a position of trust. They're not taking back salary. You don't think you're involved in corruption?
I'm an ethical police officer, I serve taking my police officer salary. I'm state officer in charge.
So what do you report to?
I go to the Minister of Justice.
Actually, on a slow process of question that you visited once in London. Can you tell all when the previous drugs that landed in London and left based on your professionalism? Did you capture the dates and correlate between your jurisdiction in London and with that of the drugs taken from here to London? Question. So, Senator, you asked for the previous statement. Yes, sir. The previous statement. Okay. So, as far as we have seen, there was a shipment of similar packaging on May 22nd that was shipped through the same cargo means destined for London. We are destined for Germany, May 22nd. Destined for Germany. The June 5th truck was destined for London, which was seized at the RIE. Immediately after the seizure, that was when I went to London to meet with the NCA and other international counterparts in London.
What is NCA?
The National Crime Agency. The truck you said left on May 27th. They didn't vehicle against the truck left on May 27th. There was a package similar. They have been the same way that black bus with the yellow tab, the zip tab and oil on it. The same thing as per the camera that we see. You know, all have quality on the similar package. One of our chickens through a lapa, a sunflower, as we put them on the airway bill. We are only supposing at this point in time that because the airway bill is consistent with the same stuff that they have been according to. But we got any report from that side that has greater sophistication that it was seized there.
That is the question.
Now,
I'm not going to praise our people driving.
according to your explanation, you said Brown is alive. That's a British China friendly event, right? Well, it's not believed to be in China. It's believed that he left China, and the indication of him leaving China is boarded, they boarded the flight, you check his luggage in. If you board the flight, even if at any point in time you miss a flight and you read that bird, your luggage, once you start the flight, it continues to your final destination, the luggage came to that zero, which is a clear indication that you did board the flight. And if for any reason you hadn't gotten the flight in China, you would have taken your luggage down. Now, if for instance, some people have boarded a flight and the load is on it, hypothetically, you didn't order the flight and later on decided to stay. You understand? Or if Brown actually ordered the flights and they know him or William. Is there any information for the game? And then just ask him to go from the what if yes, in transit. Yes. And you will receive by then there. When I put that in the first place, what are the mistakes that happen, in appointment or appointment positions or one side which point. But drug enforcement agency in a country so for somebody to be demonstrating, you working as police and see that you want to uniform, and then it's not appointed officially. There's escape rules. We need to take seats on the matter and write the president that you should appoint or nominate somebody in that position. Not to that this week is serious. And besides that, our approaching the police director, the NSC, the DEA, these three entities, quite frankly, these are people we trust them and give them position to make security in this country. Intelligence to provide any information that is on school law to provide it. For the fact that we have gone at this level, what we now is still telling us say that when they arrested, I think if we want to really get the result of the investigation, if people should be suspended. When they are suspended, you will see that the common man will get the actual information. If people they consider the other class is a position that they can defend and reject any information that you don't get. The strategy here is coach. When around the coach, and it was delivered for the case to be a pre-game case. When I put that whole thing for war, these are people that we trust our position. You take the police that he said, in fact, if you don't have a lawyer, that student who was walking around, roll a car, and then you tell him, oh, we should go in, we should put it, but they are their need to the books, to the airport. Not somebody law is labor and waste. You really want to get out there, go, maybe inside, and then come inside our protest. They call them. Most of the security apartment are not giving on the instrument that the citizen will not have a risk percentage they have of the security apartment. They have only the security apartment. The president, people are accusing the president of involved. Because of the room these guys are giving, everybody under no circumstance is going to protect. There are gentlemen who they use their house to control of goods or person substance, and that goods were taken for that place to be paraded around here and saying you have enough evidence. That's the issue of trust and rest is a terror. You're not going to let them move or enough of it is not sorry. You want to tell the big criminal that we are not joking here, we are deserting. That's all. Arrest the man, go in jail. That deterrent all whoever lead to him and put this to be a friend to do like that to patent terrorism. Not happening, shooting him. They see the man moving here and there. Police said, people who they push around, they black people. with a very poor privileged police car. Then we include more in that car. Using our country as a drug traffic point, transit point to get there. Then the people we trust with power are telling us saying they're becoming legalistic. And I'm approaching a joke aside. What I'm telling you, I'm speaking from the background of spirit. You. If these people are suspended by the president within 1 week, if those involved in the drug cartel, if the leaders surface, don't respect me anymore. Don't respect me anymore. I'm telling you the story. You understand what I'm telling you? So my approach, I'm saying what I'm saying. Well, I usually give a matter of fact here.
I think right away and will respond.
It's so inconvenient, say.
They respond.
You just speak. Telling me I've been losing. You're telling me I've been losing. When I go to them, did you hear it? See, when they say I'm speaking loosely. I mean, we're often. Yes, sir, I'm speaking loosely. Police just got now what you said. Where I sit and where I say, I'm privileged. I'll be very clear with you. But what we say here, let me tell you something. If I was somebody who is somehow sentimental or not sentimental, or somebody who is selective, those two individuals that are talking about the NSA director from Nima, the DARD director from Nima, does that have any sort of personality? Then you look at me telling me, say, I'm talking loosely.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said it.
He said to a sitting senator.
So it's what we reach that level. But to tell you that
We can't.
to tell you that I'm not targeting you. I'm not targeting you for you something. If I'm saying here, people who are citizens, and in previous position, I'm saying that let me action in me and not action. So like first thing you do know, the 10 seconds conference, well,
you have a presiding here. I said let's wait until Senator Coker ends his statement.
Wow. That was a contentious deliberation in the Senate. And we have some men, at least still in Liberia, who are determined to do the right thing. And the police chief, with his arrogance, as though he's above the Senate, telling a sitting senator that he's speaking loosely, even if you disagree with the senator. In your rebuttal, you could say it is not factually correct. But I will not tell my colleague, much less a senator, that he's speaking loosely. Let me go to Honorable Nangwe. I know today, as we speak, all of our African brothers and sisters, our spirits are down, but we still got work to do.
Yeah. The teams we are supporting, I really expected Cote d'Ivoire yesterday to, that's probably one of the strongest to me of the teams from Africa. Senegal should have been, but they started pretty kind of, lackluster, but they're picking up now. Now they're in the second half of the extra time, so we'll see. But this is a game again, like the previous games that they had the opportunity to put away. So I think Ghana is playing, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow or so. We'll see what they're coming with. Cape Verde continues to surprise, but I know it's a feel good Cinderella story, and I'm not trying to jinx them in any way, but I reserve my judgment on their capacity to take it all. But Ghana has had some experience here, so maybe they will draw on that experience. Expected Senegal to do what they're doing, but then they're still fighting it. But coming back to the issue, IG Coleman, and for the full disclosure, he's my Scorpion brother. I understand he went to Cotton, though we were not there together. I'm not sure. A lot of my friends know him, but I don't remember. But he comes to this IG thing, with an air of entitlement, and I honestly, he's a very well trained guy, but sometimes, your interpersonal relation is part of your training. You can't come in the Senate and talk to the senators in a way, he did. I understand. He was required to apologize, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were reporting that he may have, But I give the senators some credit. I think they really came at this thing, swinging. I followed the line of questioning by Senator Brown. I didn't watch all of it, but every now and then when I had a chance, I would watch. I watched the line of questioning from Senator Brown, and I thought he really, really brought it. Then Senator Twain followed, I believe. So I kind of I give them credit for coming at it the way they have. Senator Dillon as well, and I think based on that now there's a commitment that they were able to extract from the IG that some indictments are on the way probably before the week is over. But I don't really condone the way he. And again, he have been in the chambers for quite a while. He must have probably, getting tired or something. But the lawmakers, they deserve a certain degree of deference. Just like the IG himself, I would be upset if he were addressed in that same fashion. But a little bit of tempers there, but. All in all, I think this is probably this thing is starting to turn in a direction that we have been hoping it would. Hopefully, before the week is over, we'll begin to, get some names. Senator Brown was asking, how is it that these people? This is a capital offense. It's equivalent to a capital offense. This is a non-billable. How is it that they were allowed to go home at night and come back? He believed that was dereliction of duty on the part of the IG and his team. And also the Justice Ministry was in attendance, represented by a female. I don't know her name. I think it's a deputy minister or so. So I think all in all, hopefully this thing is starting to pick up.
Let me go to Chief Tomali. I'm not a fan of any professional in Liberia because they keep coming up with this skill. We need more training. We need more equipment. We have discussed that 1,000 times over here. Gregory Coleman he's pompous, and today he is not supposed to be. He is not on the level of the Liberian senators to address them as they, and they never held him in contempt. Somebody had to tell him to apologize or say something. If somebody has to remind you that you have insulted someone, then something is wrong somewhere. If somebody has to remind you that, listen, even with your training and your etiquette and your home training, if you cannot recognize that you have insulted somebody, then I don't know what to say. Chief, it's all yours.
Yes, I know I've tried to follow the hearing, but I just got some snippets of it. But it's good. First of all, that's what we've been saying. The Senate, the House, instead of talking about suspending GRS, their business, been telling them they should have cited the joint security team, which they
Yeah, guys, let everybody else mute. I'm hearing something like
that we've been asking them to summon the joint security team to give some updates about the investigation, which they did today, which we welcome. But there were some fundamental questions asked that we should ask. I think today, the hearing today, we found out that it was GRS that raised the red flag. They stopped this shipment from leaving the country. So the question was being asked that if there's the same people who they're trying to accuse or that they involved, the same people that stop it. So how can I be part of something that I come up with a red flag? They were the ones, not even the security forces. All the security forces, they didn't catch nothing. It was GRS that flagged it.
Yeah.
And said, no, this thing is not right. And alerted the airlines and the rest and the security people about what happened. So now, like somebody said, those investigating, they know exactly who behind this, you know, and they know exactly who behind it. I'll give you a common example. I know it's a part of our discussion today, but just imagine the chairman, I think the same person who was chairing this committee today, the chairman on national security, he did something at the airport yesterday. In fact, this morning, I dispatched one of our reporters to Roberts Field. First, I saw it on Tanti page. So when I saw the story, so I got interested in it that he was very disrespectful and rude to the ARA people at the place yesterday. And what happened was he came on Aska and Momo Saras, the senator Momo Saras, came on Aska. He came before he brought, I think, 8 suitcases, they said, with also alcohol inside, liquor in a place. So he brought a police convoy, the police car came with a convoy to pick him up. So the people raised the issue. The people said, Mr. Senator, with all of these things, you got to pay for it. You got to pay tariffs. You got to think that high class liquor. He got mad and started to blast at the people and tell them about who he was and everything. And the ARA people stuck their ground. They said, no, this bag cannot leave. You got to pay for it. Because that's what, and I try to say that this is what happens in the country. You got officials, and today, in fact, later on, Joseph will come and explain what he was around us today. Then I call people around us field. Some people call my phone, some workers there, and I can challenge the senator and the RIA folks. If the workers say, Mr. George, if they say he didn't misbehave, tell them to put a CCTV camera, let them play it. It will show what he did yesterday. He displayed yesterday. So I reached out to him today. I said, Senator, this is what I'm hearing. He said, oh, it's false. And he said, at least we'll reach out to him to find out for him. Later on, when the boy coming from the airport, I think he called the reporter. But it shows him, Mr. Gamer, Mr. Nangwe Peabody Widow. This is how the things can happen in the country. The top officials come, they don't search the bags. They come and bring heavy stuff. You bring in all that liquor from Ghana. Where are you bringing it from? 8 suitcases of liquor. Right? You won't pay for it. But the benefits you get him is how the money is derived from the tariffs that you pay.
That's right.
And I was told by one of the employees said after the people stuck their ground, he wasn't going to take a stop. He made a call to the airport management, and the management got on the phone and said, "You'll let the man go, man, as senator." So you tell me, how you think things are coming in the country? Things coming in the country. If you're not searching these people back, they're using their position to bring stuff. That's what's happening. So that's why people keep saying there are a lot of big hands behind this, and they should go to the bottom of it. Don't just take people's names. Oh yeah, because the King brothers and their name were mentioned, arrest them, go after them. No, you also squeeze the police to know who they're shooting. They know who's being shooted. They know that. And so it's a sad thing. And I know we'll discuss that topic later on, but I don't want to bring it to attention. But the hearing today, I think is by the time that the police and the justice ministry give some answers now. They sent June 5th. Today is July 1st. They tell me almost 26 days. No, 25 days, right? 25 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and this thing's still lingering and no briefing. And they say if they talk, they will undermine investigation. No, something is happening. I think they should demand answers from them. They should demand and let them tell them, the public, who they're trying to shoot. But something is not right. Something is not right.
The fact that they want to arrest, okay, the joint security now, they said they will arrest GLS officials in the $19 million. Isn't this what we are talking about? The scapegoating, because the Senate and everybody else, they are now pressing the LGEA. Now all of a sudden, they are going back to their default position, which is the King folks. So they have pledged, threatened to arrest these people soon. Peabody, here we are again. We're not going to let this thing drop. We're not going to let it stay. We're going to go. But they are threatening. Like I said, they know who they want. They have decided they are going after these guys no matter what. So they are saying we arrest these guys.
Well, but let me ask this. I know that good people asking. Is it a person of interest usually someone who maybe a bystander who may have witnessed something, but without any direct involvement? But I at a hearing today, I mean, they were affirming over and again that the drugs, were at one of the king's houses, and how is this still a person of interest with all of this confirmation? I don't understand it. Anyway,
look, I think the police just got the. I don't know, but again, I want to make a fun of you, Mr. Gibbon. You said the police chief was talking to the senator as if.
Yeah.
But the thing it sounded like Kash Patel talking to the senator that day when they calling somebody a buffoon and and then Christy Norm and all those guys when they get there. But let me say this. I just try to crack a joke here.
Yeah, no, but the senator's supposed to have these people.
Like Patel is a drunk.
That's why they sort of have him in contempt. I think he was drunk when he came to that hearing. because all his hair was standing off. I think he might just got off from the club and he came over there.
Yeah, well,
as I would say here, the police looking for something to grab on. So I can say that the victim would be the king's brother. They will grab them, put them forward because they want to prove a point. They want to prove a point. Oh, we told you we're investigating. Because if you had something on these guys, you should have arrested them a long time. Well, I mean, you say, yeah, this is what happened. But there's a video that we watched. They went to people's house to investigate. They even taking the time. They were more like grabbing this one, and you see where forensic. Because by now, if I know the police had something by now, they would have had press conference. They would have said, you know what? We went there today, we searched, and we found tons of evidence and stuff like that and display that, But the real issue here, the real person they're going to go against here, they're going to use the king brother as scapegoat, because they know who really has this drug. They know who really brought this into the country. When the thing passed through your airport, when it went through the scanner, and it was only due to weight discrepancy. That's how you even knew, So now you're going to go after somebody and say, "Oh, we're going to make an arrest in a few days," and all those statements the justice minister came up with when the person was in the country. Then you say he's at large. So they're going to use that as scapegoat, unfortunately, But again, getting fair justice in our country, real forensic investigation is almost impossible in Liberia. It's almost impossible to get in Liberia. People will only grab you based on what the mind think, what they think. Oh yeah, I think we should do this. Why we can't get no result today for the Kofa case? They brought in people from the U.S. that they were very close to. Those people were very close to Gregory Coburn. They gave them a lot of stuff before they get a fire service, a lot of stuff.
In fact, those guys were on closing argument before they went for President Bouaka inauguration and all of that. So the thing, they went for President Bouaka inauguration. But what I was saying is, look, I don't think the police have the means to do the real investigation. They should have asked for maybe foreign help, because I believe whoever told them, that's why they should have really acted on. Now they don't have no lead. There was so much after the King brother that they don't have no real lead into this. So they're going to use the guy as scapegoat. That's what they're going to do. But from what I know, from information I gather, there's some big fish involved. And I want to see if they will have the guts to go after this big fish. It'll be almost impossible.
The answer to your question is no. And Liberia, the King brothers have two things going against them. They have a very successful business. They have a very successful contract that somebody wants for their crew. That's number one. Number two, they're making a lot of money. And they swam against the tide. If you had let it go, by now we won't be here since you flagged this. This is what we are going to do. So that's what it is. It is terrible, but that's how it is. That's the history of our country. Men and women, we go out today. I was reading something from Mr. Moore. He wrote something today. And he telescripted the political event between S. David Coleman and William V. Tolman in a political campaign. Because he was a fierce competitor.
When the African team making them, it was sick, man. Sorry, Mr. Gilman.
It's all right. It's all right.
What happened?
They beat the guy.
Yeah.
In penalty?
Yeah.
No, they get penalty on the fee penalty, man. That score is 3-2 now, but they got less than 5 minutes extra time.
We cuss or what?
Go ahead, yeah, man.
Listen, this is what we are talking about. You have to play the game to the end until the final whistle sounds. You cannot. There's no. Of all the African teams, this is the worst I have seen. The way the DR Congo played today, I felt real proud. Yes, they lost the game, but they did what everybody else would have done. They played an exceptional football. This one.
In other news, I'm proud to announce that Jaylen Brown is no more a Celtic. He's now a Sixer. But let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on.
Who wants to go? Who wants to move to Philadelphia? Jeez. Who wants to move to Philadelphia? Everybody coming to Miami. Why he going to Philadelphia?
Well, I thought you got Giannis already.
Yeah, we try to bring LeBron James.
You still want LeBron again?
Yes, man. LeBron 2.0. Yeah.
Yeah, and this guy is gonna make a comeback on this, man. I mean, this is really heartbreaking. They actually, the teams they play very well. I think this is, I think if anything to take away from this, I think African football has come of age. I think we're getting even better than the European football now. I can say that.
Of course.
We just need the coaching, the management. Most of the guys, because the Senegalese team is so young, the guys, they conserve their strength. They let them, run around the first half. And then, they got tired and they just kind of wore them out. I mean, all of those little intangibles, but I'm very proud of the performances so far, though.
Look, the Democratic Republic of Congo, to me,
yeah,
what they did to me, that team, their game they play today, I don't care how you feel. Those guys play an incredible game. They missed a goal that was supposed to go in.
Yeah.
It hit the pole. But hey, that's how it is. To give up 3 goals, that's Senegal. To give up 3 goals, in the second half.
Yeah.
I spoke too early with 10 minutes left in the game. I thought it was over. There's no way they would give us, 2 goals in less than 10 minutes. But that's exactly what happened. So, all the hopes, all the air that we put in this balloon from the first round, we just got deflated.
I don't know what time the USA game started. Yeah, But on a serious was a game today. The case they're following the police chief statement. There are a lot of things the government library will have to move to do, and it seems to be the public hearing trying to push them to do things that should not be the case, and this is just quite unfortunate. We should be waiting as country to have mechanism in place. If you listen to most of the clip coming up, the rest of the guy, all of the hierarchy in the security forces, or different security forces, if you will, I think they've come across Marco Brown. They know who Marco Brown is.
Of course.
They've been dealing with Marco Brown.
Not just Marco Brown, Marco U.S. Brown. Marco United States Brown.
Yeah. They've been dealing with Marco Brown. And I want to believe even the acting DEA chief knows, the officer in charge knows Marco Brown. And to the extent that the mayor is on bail on a non-bailable offense. Why should you be doing that? So many, and I wonder, and Koga said something, maybe he may have sounded the way he sounded, but he said something very critical. If you were to relieve most of those men from their posts and allow other people to act, you'll get more information, because maybe these people that will be acting have no relationship with Marco Brown. Marco Brown relationship is all with all the top boys.
Yeah.
And maybe he's the agent that can just, Marco Brown may just be a conveyor of these things. And the real guys are there and trying to scapegoat other people. So it's about time that the government just come up. But I don't think they will ever dream to come up with any statement to say they will push a decision to change that line, to say, okay, they will scapegoat these people, will get them out of them. But no, there are consistent issues that have been unfolding around this situation. So it's about time to just allow these people to move on their business, and the government should do what the government is up to do: provide adequate security at our major entry points, particularly the airport and the free port. Do those things, and then give security and allow those that are doing their businesses, paying legitimate taxes to the government library, like GLS and the rest of the other agencies, providing the maximum security. Providing security. Do your job as the government. Don't scapegoat other people when you fail to perform, and they even help you to get to what you ought to do. So I mean, it's just a critical thing that we all have to agree to and move on. But for you to sit in the chambers of the Liberian Senate and refer to a senator as you speaking loosely, I thought, and the pro tem said, even give time to say, oh yeah, man, if you have finished, kind of level, all those things. That is the same level, man. That's the level we have to start putting people that are prepared to do jobs. Just sit there and you're doing all kind of nonsense thing. They can be on there. The middle class man, you require immediate apology from him and hold him contempt and instruct him to even go and do most of those things wrong. You control it. I mean, it's just quite unfortunate, man. Sometimes it's just very, very wrong. But we look forward to what's going to happen, and I'm sure the government, through the Ministry of Justice, will have to have another press conference announcing clearly that people that are not culpable don't link into this thing and get the culprits, and so we can move on. Period.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, I have predicted the winner of this game is going to move on, because anybody who won this game would beat the winner of the USA Bosnia game. Canada cannot beat these guys. Bosnia definitely cannot beat them. So the reason I thought that Senegal was going quarterfinals, because I thought they had won this game, and Senegal can beat the beat Canada and Bosnia. So now that they have given the game away, Belgium is going to beat Canada if Canada win the game, and they're going to go to the quarterfinal. But this is
Well, Jerome Senegal was robbed. It wasn't a penalty.
oh, it was a penalty. I saw it.
No, it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, but listen, it shouldn't have even gotten there, man.
No. That's part of the game. The other team can score, but it can be a penalty when
No,
two
that
men
was,
are.
that was a penalty. I saw it.
Why was this thing out, Rob, when you brought the man down?
No, Pew. I'm a referee. I'm a certified referee.
Let me
explain something. Let me explain something.
Take the man.
No, Jerome. Let me explain something serious. If two persons running for the ball and both are all looking at the ball, and our leg tackle is not a foul. If you look at that play, both of the players are looking at the ball. You know that, right? Both of the players were looking at the ball. So that guy was going to go kick the ball, and this man's leg was on there. He wasn't looking at the man. The ball was coming, and both of them were looking at the ball. That's the key to the whole thing. Both of them looking at the ball. I come in, Jerome. It happened in a game yesterday. It didn't even call a foul. The man was looking at the ball. He was going to go kick the ball, and I was on the ball. I wasn't on the man because that man was not even in possession of the ball. If you are looking at the man trying to stop the man, that's a different thing. But if you see that player's eyes, it was on the ball. But anyway, that's the game. But let me go back to this drug thing.
No. You're not gonna come and say that's the game. the explanation you gave for referee, then I mean no. Because you are trying to justify it as a game. Anyway, no.
No, but
that was not. And the reason why even they got the folks from VAR, I'm not a referee. But I follow the game very passionately, and I'm a fan. And I understand the rule. Bulk of the rules. I'm not a referee. I've never been one before, but I understand the rules of the game. So the man is striking, the man is going for the ball. The man is moving to kick the ball. He is hitting the man from the back. And the same thing I thought, I seen the VAR. The VAR guy saw it, asked the ref went back. Listen to the ref said, the reason he gave. So both were not looking at the ball. He was going after the man back.
He hooked him from.
The penalty to be fair.
Yeah, but guess what?
You can argue it was unintentional, but he did.
No, but Victor, when he was kicking that ball, where was he looking? He was looking at the ball. I was straight looking at the ball, going to kick the ball. So I'm looking at the ball and I strike my leg, and somebody's leg is there. Is that an intentional foul?
But let me give you a different scenario, right? Sometimes you see two people, one person is butting and the other person is kicking. Both of them are looking at the ball, but still, that's a foul.
What the rule says? No, you should be teaching us about the rule now. You the ref. The rule says clearly, if the man is going to any attempt to obstruct anybody that's going to score a potential goal, it's penalty in the back. It's penalty.
But what's the definition of obstruction? What's the definition of obstruction? So no, guess what? So guess what? If I go kick, if my eye is on the ball, I did to go kick the ball, and you put your leg there, I'm looking at the ball to kick the ball, and I kick your leg. Is that obstruction? I didn't even see you.
But listen to this.
Guess what?
So guess what, Pew?
But if you kick the ball, it's not a foul.
You use the word obstruction. You can only obstruct something if you see it. If you see something, how can you obstruct it?
No. You
I'm looking at the ball.
If you kick the ball,
I will find the clip. Guess what? Trust me, guys. Let's rest. I will find the clip. You know the good thing about the internet. That particular file, there have been many incidents where it went to VAR and they said that there was no possession of the ball. The player was looking at the ball, so no foul. I can tell you that. I've seen it.
But listen to this.
I've seen it.
Listen, you talk about intentional, right? There's a rule in the game, no, what intentional or not, if you are going and you hit someone in the face, it's automatic foul. I don't care whether it was intentional or not. You are not supposed to hit anything.
Jerome, okay, you know what happened? I will end the argument. I will find the clip and I will put in the chat room. I will find multiple clips.
Yes, you can play with.
And guess what? I was watching the game. Even when the referee were explaining, the entire stadium was booing him when he was playing his penalty.
Listen, the referee has.
But my question is, Jerome, is that why Shafa came late to the show?
No.
Yeah.
I was watching the game. But the drug thing.
Look at Nora Hoax. Nora Hoax. You should be ashamed of yourself, Nora, to say the rule. The rule only apply to black country. Hey, man, Nora.
I say, but we saw the game today. Today they deny England a clear penalty today against Congo.
You were diving, man. I mean, diving.
You see that? No, to be frank,
the one with Hurricane, the war
Hurricane. This World Cup, I believe maybe they might be, but I think
Excellent.
the referee system is good. The VAR system is being good.
I will get a 95.
And I would hope they really the English league will copy after the way the VAR system is going.
It's very good. Excellent.
It's
But
good.
guys, the USA is coming. USA is coming up.
Yeah,
when's the US game? What time it started? I thought it was 6.
Yeah,
No,
but
8
you know,
o'clock.
because this
8
game
o'clock.
went because this game went overtime.
Coming
They said-
through will start. They said coming through will start at 6. Go ahead, sorry, Jerome.
Yeah, they said commentary starts at 6. But until the game, when is the game? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Okay, so we got
the play to play will start 8.
yeah, they warming it up.
At the blend.
Yeah, definitely. You see what I'm doing? You see what I'm doing here? USA right here. But this group, to me, this is the easiest of all the groups. Anyone?
The USA group?
Yes.
I think so too.
Listen, this was Senegal's time to go to the quarterfinals because I know they can be either one of those guys. Period. With the winner of this game can beat Canada, they can beat Bosnia. So
Argentina got the easiest. Argentina got the easiest win.
that would be a shocker.
Argentina got the easiest win. Argentina will play Cape Verde. After Cape Verde,
a very hard note to crack.
After Cape Verde, they will play the winner of Egypt and Australia. If they win, then they will either play Ghana, Algeria, Switzerland.
Cape Verde is unassuming. They can surprise me.
I don't know if they'll Googie, but that's
so that means what you just said, Siafa, if it is true, that means Argentina on the way to the finals.
That's why it looks like I can share in the chat room that it's
gonna be the repeat of 2020 and 2022. Argentina and France. If you don't take them, because I know France
and France will beat them, no joke. France will drag anybody.
If Brazil continue to win and England win, then England will play Brazil in the quarterfinal. And then the winner of that team might end up playing Argentina in the semifinal. Because Argentina, Brazil, England are on one side. Morocco, Spain, Portugal on the other side.
Very bad lucky, man. I already prayed this time to go to the final.
No, they're not going anywhere because of hurricane. I don't
and
want to
play and at the football land there. I don't know why.
I don't want to go anywhere for that foolish thing you said with the African teams. He shouldn't go anywhere. Nowhere.
The last time England won was 1966. How many years ago was that?
Very long.
Oh Lord, that's
60 years ago.
Yeah, almost.
I'm really praying for it, but I don't think they don't have the team to win it now.
Nah. Not at all. Unless somebody breaks their foot. But guys, this is what we're. But let's go to this week. There was something about.
Hey Jerome.
Yes.
Jerome, before you proceed, can I chime in on this whole
Yes.
drug thing?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I watched that hearing today. You know, honestly, that police director, where he worked at the will and pleasure of the president, but there's no productivity. There's just arrogance and dress up and parade around. That's all he does. And I hate when people say, oh, we got minimum resources. The whole idea of leadership is to get the best of what they gave you. So you keep complaining about minimum resources. We're in the richest country in the world. The people still cry about shortage in budget. We don't have enough resources. Then what about Liberia? You will never have enough. But what do you do with what we gave you? That's what matters. And then what puzzled me, this Michael Brown guy, they came to a hearing today. They've been doing an investigation for almost a month. And they couldn't tell the lawmakers how and when Michael Brown was released. They couldn't get any information there. And they're going to come back and get information. They're going to forge documents.
Yeah.
They're going to forge documents. They couldn't give an answer today. And then the DA guy barely talked. He barely talked. The police director did almost all the talking. NSA, the intelligence. You can't fight drugs with all intelligence. NSA couldn't say anything. I mean, so today was just exposed their cover up. Because I don't know what they investigate. It just exposed their cover up. They don't know what Michael Brown is. They don't know when he was released. They don't know how he was released to a lawyer. Who the lawyer? I don't know. Really? And you're investigating a big drug case? So then what do you know? What you know about the taxi driver? You know about the X-ray machine lady? You know about the guy that deposited at the bank? You think the people can traffic $19 million? That man deposit at the bank can't even buy a keke. For you traffic $90 million worth of drugs. And do we still have drugs in the country? That drug was transshipped so that it come into the country, packaged, and sent other places. How is it coming to this country? If senator come to the airport, he above the law. They come to the airport, they got cars that drive to the plane and take them to VIP. You know, we need to stop all those things. You know, the place is porous. That's the port of entry. It's porous. And we'll keep wondering why we can't get adequate flight, we can't get direct flight. You know, serious country going to come over there and bring their plane that anybody can put anything on it. Yeah. So today was just exposure of the cover up. Trust me, they're going to take a fall guy and they'll be found not guilty, and that'll be the end of the case. And they will say, well, we turn it to the court and they're not guilty, arrest.
Well, guys, this is what we are talking about. Every time you hear the press release, the IG was in Rwanda, going for advanced training with other countries, went to Ghana, went to the U.S. Embassy, went to Washington, D.C., went to Georgia, went to Harvard, and they still said any more training. What other training do you need? The reason they train some of these folks, I think we all know there's something called train the trainer. You come abroad, you get your certification, you get trained, then you go and train those under you. That's why they call train the trainer. But then you say we are understaffed. We are under-resourced. I've been hearing this from 2006. And every time you appeal to the international community, they give you trucks, they give you money, they give you everything. You deliberately sabotage your own self, your own job, your own performance. And you say we are doing the best we can.
They are encouraged. The stadium behind me is going to be filled with red, white, and blue shirts. Somebody got a TV on or radio on. So the pressure is.
It's either Sylvester or.
No, it's on me. It's on me.
Oh, okay. It might be Freedom FM. Are they still on? Pee-wee. Pee-wee.
I mean, of course there's pressure.
Do we still have Freedom FM on?
This is what you want.
I'm not seeing it here, but I think they should. No, I think it's after 11. But they can go by 11. But I'm not
Hey, guys. Thanks to Twitter. Go look at the replay of Belgium equalizing goal. Do you know why the defender never headed the ball? Because he was shoving the back. So why the VR didn't review that? Go watch the video.
The equalizing goal. What?
The equalizing goal. The Senegalese defender couldn't head the ball because the guy shoved in the back. So the guy that scored the goal, he shoved the Senegalese defender in the back. But it wasn't reviewed. It wasn't reviewed. I'm watching it right now. It wasn't reviewed.
For all those things.
Did the coach?
They are starting shoving. Now the game is physical.
Okay, you say that certain shoving that valid shoving.
The game is physical.
You see what I'm saying, Jerome?
The game is physical. You got to bear in mind that.
But guess what? When you extend your hand, that's a shove. His hand was extended.
Yeah, if he did it deliberately.
Yeah, I'm watching the video. That's what I'm telling you.
So the game is physical also, so you don't expect.
In as much I love VAR, sometimes it's subjective. You can call the referee to look at some, you call the referee not to look at some. I just watched the highlight just that. The guy, he did his hand like this. That's how he could head the ball. Because he was as short as the defender, like 6'3", and he 5'10".
Well, guys, listen, I don't know what to say about our nation. I know someone will say, every time you guys come on, all you talk about are the negative things about your country. But we keep telling you, if negative things keep happening in our country, there's no way we can overlook that and go find positive news that doesn't exist. How can you arrest someone who is a major player in the drug, like Michael U.S. Brown? You arrest him, you take him to jail, then you let him go home. And you don't know when, you don't know where, you don't know who will let him go home. When the law is very clear that drugs, the offense is non-bailable, just like murder.
From a viewership standpoint, from a new audience.
So I don't want to. Let me welcome Johnny. Johnny, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. How are you doing, Mr. Gilman? Thank you, Mr. Nangwe, Safa, Pee-wee, and whoever is in the back. I mean, I'm here. I mean, I would not join you guys earlier because I'm coming from Morovia Town. We had a very bad traffic around the Mistral complex, and I had to stop to see the game also. But thank you. I'll follow you guys in the vehicle. I'll follow you guys. I let Pee-wee and Safa argue me on the referee decision. I'm laughing in the car. You know, Safa has an expertise in referee. You know, and Pee-wee saying no. So I get it like. But look, Mr. Gilman, thank you for giving me the show. And it's good that sometimes we have people who got some knowledge about something to talk about it. But my only issue here, I will always say, until we can come to a logical conclusion on this issue of the drug, I will keep talking to my president. Drug is a serious matter to every nation. Whether it's in the global south or global north, wherever we want to define it, I want him, Mr. President, to get on top of this game. By this time, the president will have taken some serious action. Even, look, like I heard somebody say, the whole entire security sector, the entire police, even to the point of justice ministry, some people may have even been gone for vacation or gone to rest, and that brings some fresh hands into the matter that will be active and ready to work to show the talent. You cannot be handling cocaine issue in this country for almost a month, and we say dragging say, oh, we don't have that capacity, we don't have that capacity, we don't have this. That's why you can't solve the problem. You were in the opposition, you were not president, you were not in the leadership. You argue that these things were going wrong with the other leadership, and you will come and fix it. You came and declare immediately emergency, something on drug emergency. You did a drug test to tell that you are serious. This time somebody blows an alarm, somebody brush a case on cocaine, a very high substance in the world, in your country, that you should know that it will have a serious implication on your country. By this time, you say sitting and people doing their own thing and bluffing around here, and like that normal thing, a simple thing. When a simple man goes around here and steals somebody's phone, the publisher run behind him and beat him and kills him. And a drug issue that affects that period, that everybody worry about drug in this country, and we've gone almost 4 weeks, and it still look like that no more thing happening in the country. I want to caution Liberians, and we believe that this issue is serious about our survival as a people. We must act. We are the one who get it guys job. We employ them. It's about time that we get up and demand something must happen. It's about time we get up and move on the capability and take that place. Sit there and protest to the government. Tell the government that we want you to act and act now. The Constitution Liberal say the government is for us. Our happiness, our well-being, that's what we should phone the government. Why are we here? When they kind of serious matter and they say dragging like nothing happened, and that no more thing. Somebody when they feed their talk. Cocaine issue in the country, we don't take it for joke. When other people have said there have been several export of cocaine from Liberia or several transit. Okay, this is the one that they just lay here on. Then we sit down here and say that no more thing happening. We're riding around Morovia and taking a look at nothing happening. The same way they overlook the issue with the Guineans occupying the border in Lofa, the same thing they want to do overlook the cocaine issue. Look at the old man St. Justin issue, where the man wife died and they have reason to believe that this death, right? They have to believe this death and have something criminal involved with it. They move almost 3, 4, 5 pick-up load of policemen in that man's house to that man's place. See how they had him arrested, taking him to the police. Just by hearing that they suspected that something may have gone wrong with the old death. See how the police were working. More or less, is arrested and documents are there to tell you where they came from, who shaped them, whoever. Then other than nobody's arrested, you see no active action taken by the police or even the security agency or the government to do so. So you think we're serious about this thing? But I want to call Liberian people is us. The poor people that can have 4 food, even a meal per day. Your children that are roaming around, they are the one that are target. They are the target for these drug guys. If our government is unable to protect us against drug, we must act. It's not about politics. It's not partisan issue. It's not tribal issue. It's not religious issue. It's not nothing. It's about Liberians as a people. It's about us. This is not good for us. It's not good for this country. I feel so hurt that up to this time, I don't see a robust action by the government to take action on this matter. It is in your country. You say, oh, I guess they come here. It is in your country. It was arrested. It had document. It had trail to tell you where it came from, where it's going. That no one is arrested. Nothing has happened in anywhere. And a lady who was suspected of doing drugs, they went in her house and they couldn't allow her to even cover herself, and they were videotaping her all around naked. What kind of country do we have? What's going on here? What's happening here in this country? Where are we? Where are we heading to? I don't care how we feel. I don't care how we feel about what I say. I don't care. This is about us. This is about me and you, all of us here. What about hearing me on this radio or through the process? This is about the brain people feature, the brain children feature. They are trying us. This got $19 million plus cocaine. Let it die. The next you see, it will be $1 billion cocaine, 1 billion cocaine. The next they will do, they will take government here, they will finance a person that will win election, and that person will be the major person to facilitate all the drug persons in your country. It will not be careful. They always happen here pretty soon. They are observing us. Pretty soon, they will finance a party that will take this country and will create all the means. Then we'll use that now as a major transit region for cocaine and other substances and other things. For me, I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed to the extent that people should act. We should act like yesterday to demand something from the government. Seriously.
Yeah, Johnny, Shafa, can you mute? Let me hear what. Can you mute? Can you mute?
I'm muted.
Okay, so I guess it was you. Yes. Okay. Listen, man. The game has killed everybody's spirit, but we are still here. Listen, it is just hard to fathom that you are going to be leading 2-0 with 10 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
10 minutes. And you allow them to score 2 quick goals. And the momentum swings.
That's football, Mr. Kevin. This is football. It happened in the first time. This is football. It happened in all the leagues. It happened in the English league.
Okay.
It happened in the Spanish league. Everywhere. When football, that's soccer. That's it.
Johnny, no. I disagree with
Mr.
you.
Kevin, that's soccer. That the game. The game is full of opportunity. The opportunity can you make the goal. The opportunity looking for that game.
We understand. So why is it if the ball is an opportunity game, how come the opportunity keep going to other people all the time?
No, they're not going to them.
It's not just black and white. Okay, the score was 2-1. The equalizing goal. The defender was fouled and it didn't do a VAR. I come to Jerome. Okay. They didn't do a VAR. The penalty against Belgium, the referee called for a goal kick. And then he went to go do VAR after he could call for a goal kick and reverse a goal kick against penalty. So why? So I'm asking you a question. The referee is part of the game. He's not some abstract person. So why, when that guy was shoved, it was showing the replay, why they didn't do VAR? So because Senegal, I can play my part, Belgium play their part, referee has to play his part. That's all part of the game.
I think that's a very legitimate point. Listen, guys. Thank you very much.
The entire Twitter wall, people who play the game, saying why wasn't that equalizing goal review? So FIFA had to explain that. If it were review, it would have been a foul. Then we're talking different thing here today.
We understand. Yeah. I am telling you, there is no way that you should be leading by 2 goals with 10 minutes left in the entire game.
Give me, don't say there's no way. It has happened in all the leagues. It has happened in the English league, Spanish league, and the football. That's soccer.
And the same thing I've been saying to everybody who
Yeah.
leads by 2, and you don't have your strategy, you don't have your team organized, you don't have everything. And these things happen.
Mr. Gimmer, 1999, when Bayern Munich and Man U went for final, 1999. Do you know that history that Man U stepped on Bayern Munich? In the dying minute of the game, they left Man U 1-0. All downtown, the last minute, when Ferguson made changes. In the last minute of the game, 2 goals came just like in 1 minute or 2 minutes. And that game turned against Man U, Bayern Munich. That's soccer, Mr. Gimmer, that's football. And like Stefan said, the referee is an integral part of the game. His decision. That's why you see the players. That's why you see the players playing. Also, they're playing on the referee's mind. They're faking foul. They're doing things. So the referee, the linesman, everybody part of the game. So if you don't play if you're not mindful of the game you play, you will affect the entire process. That's football. That's it. That's the game. I mean, saying I lost the game, fine.
You talk your own, and I talk my own.
Yes, what Mr.
No, I will not do your own.
yes, what Mr. Gimmer is saying. I agree that it's football. A lot of dramatic things do happen during football. I'm a very passionate Liverpool fan and a card-carrying member of Liverpool. I can recall Liverpool play a dramatic game of such against, I think it was Inter Milan in the Champions League. AC Milan was it. Yeah, thank you. In AC Milan during the Champions League final, they came down from 3-0, equalized on the but yes, what basically I will agree with Mr. Gimmer here. The game is not only physical now. The game is both physical, technical, and socially skillful. And the mindset. Do you know the US national team to introducing a new kind of a technology to join the brain to something to make the player focus to kick penalty?
Your stress level, yeah.
Do you know the stress level? So the game, so all those things that the US national team introduced that technology already. They started applying it to their team today, or being part of the San Francisco Bay Area, preparing them for a penalty kick tonight. These are things. You got a coach. You are leading 2-0. You are 10 minutes to victory. And then coach. And what the coach started to do, so I agree with him. Apply the tactical and technical skills during this kind of a time. If I were the coach, I would have substituted Sadio Mane because he already retired, and bring in some crowd and bring in some defensive midfielder. You needed to bring more fresh man to bear. That far that beginning play, he was tired. The game is such that we follow the game every day. We learn from the way other people behave. Don't you laugh? I'm telling you.
But
I didn't play the game successfully, but if I had not been in the war, I would have been one of the war massive striker today.
There you go.
But Pew, guess what? So what you just said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Yesterday, Ivory Coast were playing for extra time and they lost 2-1.
Yeah.
Today, Senegal, it was 10 minutes against Senegal were not playing negative football. They were still going for it. You know what I mean? They were going for it. Look, I tell you.
No, but there was some leakages somewhere that I was there. They had leakages somewhere. There was no longer holding the ball. From the 82nd minute, they were no longer holding the ball. Now, the way they started the game, they were very impressive. I had even they went to score the second goal. Now, if the coach, you sense that, what do? Move quickly. Find who those guys there and bring some. Because if you saw the last time when the US, they didn't concentrate well. When they brought Christian Pulisic in, you saw how the game just dramatically changed. Yeah. So you do those things to get good. Because if you put more, if the pressure is on you, you are referee. If the pressure is on any team, that team is hoping to get a goal.
But guess what? But what the coach did was that even he subbed because he changed. He did a sub in the midfield. So he had Ghana Gay and the other guy, I forgot the guy, I think he died or something. He changed him. He had Ghana Gay in the game.
Coach, let me tell you this. I coached AAU basketball, right? And one of the things they will tell you, there are two things in basketball. We can't coach height, okay, in basketball. So if you 5'10", you 5'10". There's nothing we can do to grow you for the time against we can't coach height. That one you got to deal with it. Second, when you are playing basketball on defense, your leg is what you use. You move, right? In front of the guy, the guy will get the ball. Guess what? When you're tired, guess what happens? When your leg goes, you start reaching. And this is how you lose the game in basketball.
No, but you see the difference of basketball. I can pull you down, you get a break, and I pull you back in. So that's the difference. So football, you can't come back in.
We understand it, but what we are saying is fatigue. When the player is fatigued, you commit all kinds of foul because you are not at your optimum.
Yeah, soccer when you are.
Yeah, but listen, even in soccer, right, when you are fatigued, when you are tired, you are tired. There's nothing you can do. You will start holding. You saw the German player. They were holding other people. Yes.
So Jerome, let me tell you, if this penalty was clear cut, why is it being debated instantly after the game?
Yeah, but listen,
you see what I'm saying, Johnny? If that penalty was clear cut, it would have been debated.
Even if it was clear cut,
it's being debated by the Africans.
But
we haven't debated by the Africans.
But Pee-wee.
No.
No, Pee-wee. It's been debated by sport analysts.
Terry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, they are all condemning it. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, I follow the process. It's by very different channels discussing it.
Yeah,
but what I did, I got for I just come
Pee-wee. The same crew.
I'm going to listen to if God will feedback. The thing really making me vest.
No, but Pee-wee, the same crew there, they were beating up on the referee for not giving Hurricane a penalty. The same crew, that same crew you're talking about over there, they were beating up on the referees. That should have been a penalty. England was robbed, and that was not a penalty at all. He dove. They should have given him a yellow card. He dove. Nobody touched him. And I was surprised for those guys to sit there and say England should have been awarded a penalty. I mean, Thierry Henry, please, man.
No, Jerome, let me tell you something. When you referee game, you can make mistake, but the main thing, you got to be consistent. We're not human. You can make mistake. You can be consistent. I come back to the second goal from Belgium. The penalty, the referee awarded a goal kick. He awarded a goal kick.
Yes.
Then the players are on the ground.
Stefan, let me ask you one quick question. The recent rule now is saying from the VAR perspective, the opponent team, the team that is affected, can protest issue. But did the Senegalese protest the second goal?
No. But you're not supposed to protest. The problem with VAR, in how much it's good, is bad. Because it's subjective. One time you will tell the ref, don't come look. Then another you tell the ref, come and look. That's somebody telling you up there to come look and not look. You see what I'm saying?
When a player insists,
it doesn't. The player has no bearing. Player has no bearing. You can spin a whole day.
What's up with
the player has no bearing. No bearing. It's not a hockey.
Yeah, if the player consistently insists, then the VAR will call the ref.
No.
It is the VAR that has the choice to decide to call the referee or not.
So that's why. So Belgium, when Belgium scored the second goal, the Senegalese player were protesting. So why they call the referee?
Yeah, but listen to this.
You're right. They were protesting. Yeah, you're right.
That guy.
You saw the protest, right?
Yeah. They all had a hand.
They all were protesting, but
that guy from Belgium. Listen, that man from Belgium.
If VAR say, "Hey, we see something, come and look."
Listen.
By that time they say they not to look.
Let me tell you.
They say, "Oh, you know, I come in Jerome." They say, "Oh, you call a goal kick," but I think you need to look at it this time. You see, so that the guy upstairs telling him, "Say, look, don't look." Look, don't look.
I'm trying to
listen, listen.
They are all web boys on the VR.
No, listen, the guy know how to do it. You saw the Belgian guy was lying and rolling on that field over and over. The ball was going. He was still rolling to the point where they had to stop the game. They thought he broke his leg. I mean, if you saw the way the man was rolling, you thought that somebody shot him or something. But he did it enough to get the attention of somebody. Look at this.
They really play good football.
You know that they said he got his hackers.
Yeah, right.
But both players were down. Both of the players were down. Well, both of the players were rolling.
Yeah, but our man got up and ran.
I seen the people showing to me that we are. Safa, you think he will feature today?
You know, I think
you know, he is something. You think because he had a bad day with the game the last game?
Yeah, you know, it's tactical because, you know, been watching him play all along. When he left from PSG, he went to Juve. He replaced a guy from Colombia that used to play for Juve called Juan Guardado. Juan Guardado was that old school, what we call number 7, you know, right-footed guy play on the right side, you know, hold the wing. But then this coach wanted his right-footed player to be on the left side and cut in, you know what I mean? And think we are always play on the right side for crosses. So, you know, so I think it was a little adjustment for him because he was playing on the left side against Turkey. You were on the left side and they expect him to be cutting in. But, you know, I think it's more tactical. It's more tactical. So the coach prefer going with Tillman. We prefer going with Tillman and Tim Weah.
Yeah, I think the game with Paraguay, when they brought him in, I mean, he was more forceful. He almost scored even that game.
Again with Paraguay, he was on the right side. When he came on the right side. Okay. Against Turkey, he started on the left side. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I read it one. But what are your predictions? Do you think the US are going to pull this?
Oh yes.
Sam's Army, man. Sam's Army.
Absolutely. But let me tell you, let me give you a little history fact here. The U.S. men's coach, okay, versus George Weah, they met once when they were playing in the final, and George Weah denied him a championship. They beat him.
So you think he paid badly?
Listen, you guys, listen, it's a U.S. I've been researching this. Why this man is doing this, and I found out that this man had a grudge with George Weah when
let me say this. Let me say this also. Mauricio respect Mr. Weah and adore him a lot. And you see, Mauricio is not only today coach. He's been coaching very great thing. He coached Tottenham for some time, for a very good period, right? And I think these coaches would do the job accordingly. And the reason Tim is not starting, yes, I thought we all here. I think if you have Larry Badigan that is very active now, striking actively, it would be hard to put Tim ahead of him. I mean, I may be wrong here, right? But I don't think the coach is doing anything. It's not no vendetta.
Okay. Let me read this.
I don't want to think so.
Let me read
it's more tactical. I think it's more tactical.
I understand. Listen, you're talking your own. Let me talk about it. Say, the U.S. men's national team head coach Mauricio played against George Weah during the early 2000s in France. Heated Le Classique rivalry during the 2000-2001 season, where the coach was central defender for Paris Germain to stop George Weah. And in the final, the team, Olympique de Marseille,
Olympique Marseille.
They beat him beat his coach 1-0, deny him. So they say they say the rivalry, they say the rivalry. How do they call it? They call it in the French. Le Classique.
I don't know who wrote that story, but it was not
really Jerome, but Jerome, I mean, Jerome,
yes.
The thing is, I mean, everybody want to start, but if you got the likes of Tim Weah on the bench, you got Gio Reyna on the bench, you got Brandon Erickson on the bench. I mean, then you got good people to go to on the bench if you need fresh leg, and Tim Weah can come off the bench with speed when the team is tired and uses speed. So you know, the coach can look at all those things, you know. So you say, you know, I will keep my speed for the last 30 minutes of the game.
You see, one of the world promising football player coming up, Lamine Yamal, right? The last time they brought him off the bench, he scored a spin goal. So sometimes do look at him, but Pochettino, I think he's a coach that is focused on getting the results, and he has to do things accordingly. I don't think it's vendetta, and I like how he's approaching today's game. He said for him today's game is the fun of the World Cup.
From now on, every game. But here it says Pochettino was tasked with containing Weah directly as a defender, most notably in the February 2001 match where Marseille defeated PSG 1-0.
Yeah, but that's conspiracy theory.
But Jerome, let me ask you the question, Jerome. I saw the game against Turkey, and they started Mr. Weah started the game very well.
That's correct.
They started him from start of the game.
He had 4 offside in a row. That's correct.
You listen to his interview. Even the commentators themselves said, man, one of the commentators was getting angry with him why he kept putting himself outside. Yeah, right. And after the game, the young man came out. He said he had a terrible game.
Yeah.
So when you want to say that the rivalries,
no, but listen.
So that the rivalry point outside.
Yeah. No, but listen to this. After these people are human beings too. This young man I want to believe he was reading all this garbage on social media. That's a lot of pressure. Okay, so he's out there trying to do his best. And everybody knew. I mean, he tried.
He was under too much pressure.
Every time he tried. He wanted. I mean, he will always. I mean, this close on the line to break through, but because of that VAR thing, even your elbow is across that red light gonna come on.
Sonny is saying to me today that Pochettino was giving him the opportunity to play, not to start, but I think he's gonna play part of the game. And something is telling me, if he was given the chance today, he will come and prove something very positive.
He just had to relax.
Yeah, and he got to realize. And you really got to realize. He's not under pressure to do nothing. You got to realize. At the beginning, he's very good on the ball.
No, he is.
He's good on the ball also.
He is.
What he doesn't have is he's good on the ball in terms of striking. What he doesn't have is the personal talent his father had. That talent to hold the ball and personally dribble. He doesn't really have that.
Because George Weah was physically strong.
Yeah, because you see when you see the likes of Tim Weah, they learn their football from the academy.
Exactly. He took him
but then you see Christian Pulisic, he grew up in an immigrant community in Hershey, Pennsylvania. And he was playing soccer with grown folks, twice way older than him. So that's why he learned the individual skills. Then you got this other kid that grew up in the Netherlands, Serginho Dest. He learned to play street football. He went to the Ajax Academy.
Yes.
So you can see that. But Tim Weah is tactically sound. He knows how to play the wing. That individual one-on-one, 1v1 skill to take you off the dribble. He doesn't have it, and a lot of players in the world don't have it.
Yeah, they don't have
they can still play.
And that one can get it.
Yeah, but Pee-wee and so far, you know what I mean to play in Morovia in the sand. By that time we believe that when you go on the beach, you train on the beach, you run around, you dribble on the beach, and sand pulling you back.
They got a name for most of our feet, and they call it taco feet.
Taco.
When time comes, you hold the ball. You hold the car, come and hold the ball.
And those days, those days, my man, Liberian football was purely about capping after Brazil. Brazil was the world favorite. So everybody Liberian want to play the Brazilian players. To the extent that President Doe brought in 2 or 3 Brazilians here at the beginning, Liberians, they have played for Lone Star. Nascimento, that one of them. I think there were about 2 or 3 Brazilians. That's
Nascimento, Dorasi. I forgot the other guy name.
But I don't know.
So LeBron like dribbling. They like dribbling. They like struggling. So George Weah grew up learning how to dribble and beat the team and all that thing. But his son, like everybody is saying, he won the academy, so he learned theoretical football compared to having practical learning on the field. He's doing well. He's really doing well.
No, he's doing well. But listen, President Weah has something President Weah didn't grow up in the air-conditioned room and all that. George Weah was hungry. I mean, we're talking about real hungry. He know his food. That was his daily bread. This young man, look at the contract he got from New Balance, right? The endorsement he got, his salary, $20 million, all the huge salaries they are getting. George Weah grew up in Gibraltar. He was playing to eat. That was his meal.
Mr. Gimen, I grew up in the shoe factory area. The Weah family, even his other brother, I don't know if you heard the name, Bobby.
Who, Clarence?
I used to play. The mother used to play that game on Tusafi. Because we go see them playing. You play for
Clarence. We are Clarence.
Yes, but he's late. He died. Then Bobby Moe. Bobby Moe.
Right in North Dakota, yeah, calling Zico.
Bobby Moe. When he died, when he called Bobby Moe, he died. That one was a small football player also. He's an extraordinary football player in terms of holding, but the man who hold a ball from point 1 to on the next point and score a goal. So I mean, we had some very raw talent in Africa. You picking them, you see them throw the ball, they got a way to maneuver, dribble, and other things, and do those things. But
No, but the team
the
is
new
strong,
game
man.
now is
The
about
team is
technical
strong.
thing and moving
I
forward.
got
Yeah,
they have
analytics.
strong fit.
Let me work on Robert
Yeah.
Gago. Robert Gago.
Yeah, and you know the good thing about the team, Jerome, just a little quick fact. The team guy, so Gio Reyna, dad used to be captain for U.S. team, Claudio Reyna.
Right.
Berhalter, dad was the coach in the last World Cup. His son played on the team. That the one that scored the tying goal against Turkey.
That's correct.
And then you got so Gio Reyna, Berger, then you got Weah. So you got like 3 footballers' son on the team. Then Freeman, that used to be the wide receiver for Green Bay Packers. Antonio Freeman.
Another athlete.
Yeah, so you got, and then you got Des, you got Robinson. So some of these kids were military kids. They were born in Europe, you know.
Privileged kids.
No, I know about military being privileged in Europe.
Yes, I mean, listen, you are privy to benefits that regular folks don't have. Let me work on Robert Gago. Robert Gago, we are here licking our chops because our African brothers, there's a game that they could have won. Some was right there. So we're here now. We are grieving. In Grand Bassa, we say we're sitting on the mat. We are sitting on the mat. We're crying, licking our chop. Hopefully you brought some fufu and soup. Talk to us. How can you lift our spirit?
Man, listen, I'm pissed off, man. I'm really pissed off.
Hey, my people.
I can't live your spirit.
They may not come on the mat too. I know you keep going here to lift us off the mat.
I can't live your spirit. This reminded me of Liberia versus Togo at the ATS when Liberia needed to win. All you need to do is to win. What about 1 goal, 2 goals though? You needed to win and you would have gone to the 3rd AFCON. Liberia scored 2 great goals at the ATS. I remember vividly the Basaka kick, which was the 2nd goal. James Deba was the coach by William Jebel. And it was over. ATS was ecstatic. And it was over. And guess what happened?
Oh, you thought it was over.
Exactly. In the last minute, in the last 10 minutes, Togo scored 2 goals. And people who are listening today, I think, were following that game. Togo scored 2 goals when all Liberia had to do was to maintain the 2 goals lead. And Liberia would have been on its way to its 3rd AFCON. And imagine how hurtful that was. This would have been the first AFCON qualification for Liberian players after the famous Weah 11. And they just couldn't hold. But look at what happened today with Togo, with Senegal. I have money on this game. And that's why I'm so pissed. I have money on this game. How do you allow people to score in 2 minutes? 2 minutes. I don't care if the goal should have been reviewed by VAR or not. But you were leading 2 goals by 0. And you don't technically have a plan, tactically have a plan to hold on to that. Senegal should have been defending.
Yeah.
They should have been defending. The last 10 minutes should have been defending. What else are they trying to do? Score 2-3 goals and leave the back line vulnerable? It's just unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. The same thing happened with Congo this morning. They were given a surprise lead, and then they just messed up. So I think this is the mindset of African players. And it doesn't matter how long these guys been playing Europe. I think it's a mindset thing. This is not unique to Liberia. We always say Liberia can play 90 minutes. But from all indication, it looks like this is an African thing, with the exception of Morocco. I don't know what Ghana is going to do tomorrow. I don't know what Algeria might do. But so far, based on the 2 games we've seen so far, man, listen, I'm completely disappointed. Completely disappointed. So hopefully Team USA, revive my spirits tonight. with the game. They are highly expected to win, but Bosnia is not a pushover either. They're not a pushover. So even though it's a much easier game to them than many expected, so they have to come and win this game.
So Robert, let me ask you a question. So the game with Robert Pew and Jerome, Miller Jerome, the game with Ghana and England. So don't you think Ghana should have been awarded a penalty on that play where the defender launched to the Ghanaian player? You remember that play, Pew?
No, but no.
But guess what? But no, But guess what? There was no VAR. The referee didn't go look at it. You remember people? He just called a goal kick.
Yeah, but CFI. But
so
CFI,
that's what I'm saying.
But CFI, as an African team, you should listen. As an African man, as an African period, this is not just unique to football. This is the reason why Black executives and Black professionals, not just in this country, mentally have to work twice as hard as our white counterparts. It's not because they're brilliant than we are. It's not because they're smarter than us. But the reality is the reality. This notion has not changed. They always have an advantage. They always have an advantage. So you have to keep that in the back of your head. And this is not just in Europe. It happens in the AFCON. Look at what happened at the finals against Morocco.
No, Robert, my point is, before you came on the show, the tying goal from Belgium, he shoved the defender in the back.
Yes.
The Senegalese player were complaining. He didn't do no VAR.
Right.
The penalty he awarded Belgium. He called for a goal kick. Then the
player protested.
Then he started talking on the phone.
Yeah.
So guess what? He talking on the phone and VAR said, come and look at it.
That's right.
So guess what? So why VAR didn't tell you to come and look at the equalizing goal?
But that's what I'm talking about.
Listen.
So we had an advantage.
No, guess what? We had an argument before. Yes, okay. They came back. They were leading 2-0. They came back and it was tied 2-2. The referee is part of the game. If the referee didn't do his job, if the referee had done his job, it would have been 2-2 because that was a foul.
But that's what I'm saying to you.
So guess what? So if I do my job and you don't do your job, then I take the heat. So I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna live with it for 4 years because somebody didn't do the job.
But do you think the kid Anthony, the young kid that was locked up for what many, if had a white young kid defended himself and killed a Black young kid, given everything we know, what's the kid name that was locked up for killing that white kid? Anthony. I can't remember his last name, but I think his kids have made headlines. It's the same thing. Everything we know so far points to self-defense. A bunch of white kids ganged up against him. He asked them to leave him alone. They bullied him, and he defended himself by starving the other kid. He died. He was locked up, right? Ultimately, he's gonna based on all of what the new evidences and things that have come up. Ultimately, I believe he's gonna get an appeal. But the point that I'm making to you is, across this great world that we live in, there's always an advantage to the white man's country, to the white man. So when as a professional, you have to keep that in the back of your head. The things that the VAR will say, let's look at when it comes to France, even though they're predominantly Black, when it comes to Belgium and other countries, are not things that they will say, let's look at when it comes to African countries, because you know what they're thinking? They're thinking those Africans are athletic. They play a very tough game. They are strong people. They are strong athletes. This is the mindset. So you have to take all of those things into consideration and be 3-4 steps ahead. This is when tactical and technical play comes in. They should have been defending. Keep two players up front.
Robert, what you saying? Robert, if I'm going to head the ball and you shove me in the back and I fall and you score the goal, so what else can I do? Tell me, what else can I do? It was a shove. If he hadn't shoved the man, he would have headed the ball.
But the referee would have called for a shove. Had it been the Senegalese
but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is,
what should he do? So let me tell you something. My problem with VAR, review every goal. Review every goal.
VAR is very inconsistent, and I think they're biased to certain, especially African teams. So again, if you know all of this, and this very Senegal team was unfairly treated at the AFCON against Morocco, right? And so what I'm saying is, this is the reason why you have professional players and professional coaches. You take all of these things into consideration, and you have a plan for your game. I think
Yeah,
2-0.
you're right, Rawa. You're right.
Yes,
Yeah, but
2-0 at a round of 32. That's a lot of cushion to say we got 7 more minutes left. Here is the game plan. We're no longer playing an offensive football. We already got what we needed out of this playing offensive game. Now it's time for us to keep the defense tight. You know what I'm saying? Let's absorb this pressure, and let's see this game out. There's no way Belgium should have won this game. There's no way Belgium should have won this game.
Belgium ain't going nowhere. Anyway,
You know, there's no way they should have won this game. But again, I give it back to you, man. I'm very, very disappointed. Now we have how many African teams left? 3. I think 4 African teams are out
we
now.
got Ghana, Algeria, Egypt, Cape Verde, and Morocco.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So and right now, I cannot depend on the black African team. I'm sorry. I think
No,
I
I think
cannot
Senegal
depend
was
on the
the
West.
best one.
On the West, I think Morocco is our best hope, because if you watch what Morocco did against what was the country? What was it?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Netherlands. If you watch what they did against Netherlands, remember Netherlands was ahead, but look at the mentality. They know how to play 90 minutes ball. They never give up. They kept playing, and they kept to their game plan. Very disciplined. Very disciplined. Guess what happened? They won. They won the game, even in the penalty shootout when it was very complicated. That would not have been a West African team. And we got the best talents in West Africa. And most of these guys grew up in England. Most of these guys were born in England, but the mentality is still there. For some reason, the mentality is still freaking there. So Morocco is my only hope now, and Team USA. So let's see what happens.
But guys, let's go to look. When we talk about coaching, right? When I'm sitting on the sideline with my AAU team, and I see the tactical arrangement of the coaches. When the Belgium brought the big African in, they brought Lukaku in. They save him. They know the guy is old. He can't go 45 minutes, so they brought him in the second half. Instant gas, instant juice, instantaneous goal. Everything changed. This is what we're talking about. I guess on the soccer field, that would be the 12th man. Watching the game as a coach and seeing what to do, when to do it, how to do it. How do you bring in fresh legs? And then the opposition coach kept the tired legs there. This is how the errors come about. Simple thing. When you are tired, when you are fatigued, look, I don't care what you say. When Lukaku came into the game, Pee-wee, it changed everything. That guy, that big man, when he came in, he changed everything. Go ahead, Pee-wee.
Yeah, Mr. Game, one thing I've observed in coaching across, and I've paid some key attention to that in terms of African coaches, particularly if those coaches pass on the level of association. No, if you're a Black African local hire coach, you are coaching a team of professional guys that are based outside of your country.
Mm-hmm.
They are all morning boys. It's difficult to respect them. So the coach sometimes can have
of course.
this fear of the substitutions
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point in time. And that's different between the Black coaches that are recruited locally than the coaches that we go and hire outside of Africa. So, because the coaches, to hell with what the player will think. If the coach wants to bring down Sadio Mane because he believes Mane is tired, he's going to run to do that. But you might move to suspect that the coaches sometimes, it's been a serious problem across Africa. Mike Nielsen, one of the very best sport analysts, he wrote a very long article on that about some 6-7 years ago I read before. And his view is that these players are far richer, and that intimidation can be there between the local coaches that are coaching there all the time in some cases. So, but the war is over if you're a coach. You have to understand the tactical and social, physical talent of the players, particularly the technical lines where you have to observe as a coach. And if you saw this World Cup, most of the changes and the win and other things can come through when coaches made last minute changes.
Somebody brought in five.
Guess what? Guess what, you?
Yeah.
This referee that ref the game was the same guy that didn't award Ghana the penalty against England, but he awarded the penalty. That's the same referee.
Okay.
From Honduras. You saw that one against Ghana and England, right?
Yeah.
Where he launched into the man and he didn't even touch the ball. He didn't even do VAR. He like, wake up. Today he won the VAR.
If there will be a lot of protests against him, then he may.
Oh, they're sending him home. He's going home. He's not reffing no more game.
Yeah,
Jerome. Thank God for the internet. They got people that follow people's record.
Of course.
I told you guys.
So they just confirmed that his mistake is becoming consistent, right?
No, because the game, Ghana and England game, the Ghanaian guy was going for a goal, and the English defender launched his body into the Ghanaian guy, took him off the ball went out. And he just said, goal kick, no VAR, play on. Today game, he said goal kick, then VAR said, come go look at it. Then he said that he made a mistake and he awarded a penalty. So that one man that is inconsistent.
And this been
the same scenario, he two different decisions. So he can't, but he doesn't have to explain why. So, but I need to know.
They've been contributing too much to the level of the performance of African countries also, or African teams. And that's why it's difficult for African team to ever make some serious progression toward in the World Cup, because the level of racism is still very high into soccer. And if we apply that against African teams,
we don't say very high. It's still there, but not very high.
No, it's still high. It
can be high. It's there. Somewhere.
Even the men I was appointed to work on it said it in New York for the World Cup started. George, we have said it.
Yeah, but
we have said it.
Pee-wee,
let's
look at coaching, right?
It's still high.
Look at Belgium. De Bruyne is one of the best strikers for that team.
Yeah.
He wasn't having the best time. He was tired. He wasn't. So he moved. He took him out and replaced him with Lukaku, right? Lukaku.
Yeah, Lukaku.
They put him fresh leg because he's the best player on the team, but he wasn't doing it. Got him out, brought somebody else in. Why was it that the entire some of the guys played the whole game?
Yeah, that's the problem with African coaches.
Yeah, I mean,
they can be decisive.
Yeah, the coach said, De Bruyne, you are the star for this team. Everybody,
you saw the U.S. coach, right? I mean, the U.S. coach. He was very quick when he knew that Tim Weah didn't do nothing in the Turkey game. Right after the first half, he got him off. Nobody needed to say this. Say, hey, this man is not doing it. Coaches will see it. There are certain big players in the play. Have you not seen sometimes they take some big player or you see them very walking out? The coach will say to hell you know, I need the results.
The Belgium, the darling ball. De Bruyne is the darling of Belgium.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That man was small.
No, he wasn't doing it right into the message. The man is tired.
Yeah, we learn to change things.
They took him out and put Lukaku right behind him and guess what? It's not letting him go.
I want to try to go get my shot and beside me and win my.
I know that's right. I can't get no shot. I'm at work.
Hey guys, listen. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock here. It's time for
it's 8 o'clock. So time to go.
What's the game decision?
Listen, let's everybody go.
Final score.
I think it's going to be a 3-1 game for me.
I think 2-0 for me.
I think I did 4-2.
Bali gonna score 2 and
I go 3-1. 3-1 for me.
3-1 for who?
For me, I see penalty. I see any penalty.
Oh, okay. I said
if the US go to penalty, they will lose.
I said 4-2, guys.
No, we introduced a new technology for our player.
That's right. With the juice.
They introduced the bean training on it. If you for the past year, the bean training on it. So
Listen,
Mayor Brain.
Yeah, but Pee-wee.
They were right?
Pee-wee, talking about that, right? The German captain, the coach said everybody he asked on his team to take the pen, they all refused. They were scared.
Yeah, because that responsibility. Who is responsible? Who makes the penalty?
Look at the thing that happened to the Dutch and the Moroccans. Now, is it yes, the Dutch and the Moroccans.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing, and I see why the US have to introduce our new technology.
I mean, let's go. The game coming start in 4 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
I see why the US introduce that new technology.
You'll be here tomorrow. You will know who's nervous, who's not nervous. Okay, guys, tomorrow.
Okay, well, good night.
Disappointment. Now the vice president often tell me since he got a seat as vice president, how many persons have I recommended in this government to serve in the government as presidential appointee? 0. Every appointment in Nema County was done by him. He and I would discuss something as a brother. To implement it, you will bypass me and do different things. I don't talk on it.
Now you need to see us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to beat? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
The good person in our whole United Party, that President Bouaka. You want to say that again? The only person that appreciate good among all the United Party for that President Bouaka. The rest are ungrateful. The right, they use you and dumb you. But President Bouaka, if all of them were thinking the President Bouaka and behaving the President Bouaka, United Party will have another chance in 2029. Just for now, they don't have. They do not regard people that help them. I'm not.
3 of our soldiers were executed on this party ground. 2 at the back and 1 right at the headquarters. The man who shot and killed our people today is a darling boy in the Liberian National Police. They brought him back to shoot more guns. Get ready to shoot. Because we challenge the status quo appropriately.
Inform them the violence or any student because of their action. It will be the day the entire Bouaka administration will cut down. We will massively violate the students in this country and we'll shut down the Bouaka administration. The day that happens, we have the capability to do so. And if they think this renovation project is a joke, let them try it. The fall of the Bouaka administration begin with this. If they think they will tumble on any student in this country or at the university like Boy and Water with impunity, while our children saving opponents and logic in the Western world, while we are subjected to actual power and bad learning conditions here, and the thing we see. In
the first 100 days, no car will get stuck on a major road in this country. And I mean it.
You say it out loud?
It's going down. First blow. There you have it.
That led to decades of war still run deep. But so too does the longing for reconciliation. A reconciliation defined not by political bargaining or by an artificial balance of power, by tribe, region, religion, or ethnicity, but by the equality of opportunity and a better future for all Liberians.
Bwaga can lie, the government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put all hustle, they put hustle, they lie. Everything they say, they never say the truth.
Today, the supporters of His Excellency Joseph Boakai presents him as a poor man from Lofa, and asserts that he will understand the plight of the poor people. Fellow Liberians, do not be fooled. Vice President Boakai is not poor like you, not even as me. As Vice President, his office received more money from the government budget than any other Vice President has received in Liberia's history. He has enjoyed some of the best and most lucrative government jobs.
First of all, there's this, what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I'm married, 8 Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense.
Jamaku, the young man, vice president, young man that are vice president, the major stole 500,000. I mean, Jamaku, the major went to I forgot that Jamaku, the major went to Ghana, the fit, and they may bring it all company in the country. I mean, Kun, they can't reach himself. Kun, man, you know, Kun, but I want to sophisticated, quiet. Hardcore in Labro. When
when 2029 come and pass, then you finally leave. Mission is completed. Now, what the rules of engagement? When the war ended, the guy said, the captain, the commander said, mission complete. There wounded outfits, all men on board.
Everywhere there is no school, I will put school. And everywhere there is school and school in bad condition, I will renovate it. I told them, towns and villages, everywhere you will have lights in a town for children to play and people to see. I told them, every town will have safe drinking water.
If Charles Taylor is the problem, he will be out of here in the twinkle of an eye. And I say, let well-meaning Liberians come home. If we respect this constitution, a government formed in Accra is a violation of Article 1 of the Constitution. Let them come home. Let that government be formed in Monrovia.
The government that capital Rosemont, Smaller Road, B Road, all kinds of places. I think the reason Joseph Boakai will not do much because the old man, the papa is suffering. The papa loves the country, but he can't make it. The criminal there around him, they sophisticated than him. They are sophisticated criminals, so they can't make it.
Your league Costa, God know how to pay people. It's just simple. Costa that accused everybody but himself. Everybody, Joe, we join, we kill Joe, he killed Joseph Boakai. Boakai still living. Joe, no, you live better. He made me senator. He almost made Joseph Boakai president until he screwed up. We gave God the glory. Yeah. Well, Boakai, when he screwed, he said, oh, we don't want to make sure we fought for him to be reconciled with the president. And then the people who fought for him. Look, Yoli Costa, you come. And Costa was in a podcast, he said, they don't been calling me. Okay. The time you were calling me for me to carry the president, Boakai, did I put it on radio? That immaturity to do what you're talking about.
And I
no, son,
guarantee you,
When we finish, there will not be a winner or the loser. Today we all wear the jersey of Liberia, and the victory belongs to the people, to the peace, and to our democracy. As we begin to build upon the foundation of this new Liberia, I, George Foke Klonjrale Bapugbe Tape Malewia, the new president, will first give thanks and praises to the Almighty God for the blessing He has bestowed upon our country. And I say, my people, thank you, Yah.
When you elect on 85 irresponsible men, what happened to our country? We elect on 85 irresponsible men to govern this country, not to be very irresponsible.